Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. V got that vision, he passing the rock. Trade up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles. Why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave, both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jelly on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open Garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. V got that vision, he passing the rock. Trade up from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles. Why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniel's eye. Told him don't leave, both get open and wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jelly on the fat break, scaring down. But you can't leave open Garrison. Just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from Marina, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the park. What's good, family? It's your dog, Damon, in the building, man. We talk Hawks TV, we talk Hawks Daily. Listen, man, I ain't really got nothing to say. I ain't finna be up here, man. I'll probably be up here about 15, 20 minutes. I ain't got shit to say. 6-game winning streak come to an end. Shit happens. You run into a guy like Jokic. We don't have nobody to guard that guy. Let me look. What did Jokic put up, man? Let me see what Jokic put up. We had absolutely no answer. If you watched the game, you saw we absolutely had zero, not even answer. We didn't have even just resistance to this guy. Like, it didn't matter who we put on him. Clint. I seen them try to double him. And it's just nothing we could do to this guy. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, it's hard to beat the Nuggets. One, when you allow Jokic, I mean, he was just on fire tonight, man. Like, it was ridiculous. What did he shoot? Bro, he was 17 for 29 for 48 fucking points, 11 rebounds, bro. 8 assists. We had it was nothing we could do. And you can't allow him to cook like that, because when he cooked like that, guess what? Let me tell you something, man. Do you know what the Denver Nuggets shot from the field tonight? Do you know what they shot from the field tonight? They shot 63% from the fucking field. 63%. You had no answers for Braun. You had no answer for Jokic. Definitely no answer for Porter Jr., who chipped in. Porter Jr. was 12 for 17 because half his stuff was put back dunks. No resistance. Like, it's, bruh, tonight. Julian Strother, this dude killed us last time. He ran it for 22 last time. He 5 for 6 from the field. Russell Westbrook, who's not even a good shooter, was 4 for 6 from the field. Once again, cats come and play us, man. But hey, it happens, bro. Your team. For me, I ain't really tripping. Your team won 6 in a row. In my opinion, we'll rebuild the team anyway. We won 6 in a row. I enjoyed that win streak we was on. And a better team came in and beat us. They simply got better talent. And I will add this. To that. You was missing what Bogey gave you 15 points, and you was missing what Jalen's production. That's another 20, 10 ball. Your leading rebounder. So I don't want to try to use the injury as an excuse, but you losing 30 points from your 30 points, double-digit rebounding from your lineup, and you replaced it with who? Who did he play? Larry Nance and Gary Bird. Nance chipped in. He gave you 16, but Gary Bird gave you. You got what from Vic Krejci? 3 points. You got 4 from Kobe Buffkin, and the game's already over. Garrison gave you 2 points from the free throw. It happens, man. What did Trey? Trey did what tonight? 6 for 13. He ended up with 15 points, 10 assists. He shot the ball 13 times. Dre Hunter shot the ball 20 times. Let's be real. Dre Hunter has been the hottest player hottest shooter for the Hawks these past 6 games. I'm not upset he took 20 shots, but he only hit 7. Okongwu 5 for 10. Dyson 7 for 15, so he had a decent shooting night tonight, 47%. Dyson gave you 18. You had a balanced scoring attack. We just didn't have enough of it. Your shot, bruh, I'm going to tell y'all, man, that for some reason, bro, like we cannot – we are not a consistent three-point shooting team. You're 9 for 40, bro. At one point we was 2 for 19, if I'm not mistaken, at one point in the game. You can't shoot 23% from 3 in today's NBA and think you finna win. Not when 40% of your shots, 40% of your shot attempts is threes, but you only hit 22%. So you hit half of 40. That's not a winning formula in today's NBA. But what do we do? We know, hey, some days you be cold like that. It seemed like for us, we cold all the time. I don't know. You shot 40% from the field. Like, you can't do that. What's the rebounding margin? We had 53 boards. They only out-rebounded us by 1. What we have on... Oh, okay. What did they get us on the offensive board? 7? No way. Ain't no way. We had 19 offensive rebounds. We had 19 offensive rebounds. They had 7, and we got blown out. Like we was down 20 like the whole game. And we were, golly. Bruh. Let's see. You had balanced shooting, 11 shots for Zach, 11 for Nance. Zach was awful shooting tonight, 3 for 11, awful. There it goes, 7 for 20 from Hunter, 1 for 6 from Vitt, 0 for 4 from Garrison. Yeah, man. It was just one of those nights, man. I ain't tripping. I ain't really tripping. I didn't have us winning this game anyway. And then when you know Jalen Johnson, I'm like, yo, and for some people, he the best player, but your second best player not gonna be there. And we don't even have, but Jokic did whatever he wanted, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, when he hit that half-court 3, I knew that game was over with, bro. Like, I don't listen. Somebody, we need to send somebody and go train with Jokic. We need to send a bid to go train with this dude, man. Like, send what's his name? Send Muhammad Gay out there with Jokic. Where's Jokic from? Serbia. Send his ass to Serbia. Let him train with Jokic and the horses and shit. Cause, bruh, I promise you, man, everything Jokic shoot look like it's going in, bro. It's insane. The back cuts they was making against us tonight, bruh. The dude on another level, man. Let's go to the fans, man. Ain't too many tonight, cause that's good. Cause I do not want these losses, bro. But let me add this: I did enjoy the 6-game winning streak, and I have no shame in say I enjoyed every last bit of that. That was a nice run by the boys. Hopefully, that's something they can build off, man. Let's go to Juan, man. What's good, Juan?
What's up, bro? You know, I was right there with you for the second half watch along, man. We was talking about the game as it was being played, man. It's a bad loss. But look, it's one of those games where you just matched up really, really bad. You know what I mean? Clint was really exposed tonight. I mean, most teams get exposed by Joker, but Clint is actually one of the better defensive centers against him statistically. You know what I mean? If you go back and look at the numbers, he usually gives about 18, 19 points and like 10 rebounds to Joker. But tonight, the, they lost to the Wizards. They had extra motivation. No Jamal Murray. Christian Braun and Michael Porter Jr. gave you 41, bro. Like if you're gonna let Joker get his, you gotta be able to at least stop or neutralize the secondary scores, man. You
Facts.
can't you can't let Michael Porter get almost 30, Christian Braun get almost 20, Aaron Gordon
Efficient 20s too,
efficient,
bro.
efficient. I mean, Michael Porter had 7 dunks. Like, what kind of defense were we preaching tonight? You know, the back cuts was just egregious, man. 43 assists, 63% from the field, 12 or 27 from three. Like, it was a terrible, terrible defensive outlook for the team. And I know we missing Jalen and Bogey. That has a lot to do with it, man. You know, you could have went, blow for blow offensively, but you just can't let them come in your house on a back to back after losing to the Wizards, and you let them blow you out by 30. I mean, damn near identical, the same score as they beat us in April 6th in their house. You know what I mean? 30 points. This is the worst. I think this is the worst statistical point uh, value that we've given up this season so far to a team that didn't have all their players. So I'm pissed about that part, the defensive part. You know, shots you got to shoot. They either gonna drop or they not gonna drop. But you can control the defensive effort, and the defensive effort was really, really bad tonight, bro. Like, you're not gonna stop Joker, but you can at least try to neutralize the man. And that's my whole angle tonight. Like, Quinn, like, you missing two of your better guys, but you can at least put up a better defensive effort tonight. Like, that's all I got. We start a new win streak in New York, man. You know what I
All
mean?
right,
Don't
Mr.
erase this one.
Homeboy Juan. We got Maris in the building. Talk to me, Maris. What you saw tonight, my guy?
Hey, what's up? Like Juan said, shots didn't fall for us. It's just the reality of the game. We had, I thought we had our worst shooting night when we played against Golden State. I think we shot like 26% from three and like 33% from the field. Tonight is probably just as bad, if not worse, than that night. Like you mentioned, I think we went like 9 of like 41 or 42 from three. That's just abysmal. That's just awful. You know what I mean? Like,
22%.
Exactly. You're not going to win many games shooting like that. So, they made shots. We couldn't make shots. To bounce off of Juan's point about the defense, I'm actually going to call out all the people in the chat that always say, play Garrison, play Larry Nance. Those two guys are terrible at defense, as it turns out. And both of them played 20 minutes tonight. So there you go. You guys want those guys to get some burn? That's what you get. They'll put up 20 points and they're going to give up just as many, if not more. So it sucks, but that's just the reality of it. Like, they're horrible defenders on our team. Sorry. It's just, it's one game, on to the next one. I think we'll show up for New York. I think we match up better against New York than we do Denver. Not having Jones tonight was really brutal. His size was absolutely missed. His athleticism was absolutely missed as well. And plus his presence on the court. I mean, just the way he pushes the ball, the way he plays such a high tempo basketball. You know, he's constantly gets the ball and he's always going for breaks. Like not having him tonight was really brutal. Hopefully we don't have a terrible, shooting game on Wednesday night, and hopefully, Bogdan and Jalen are healthy enough to, perform. But yeah, just a bad night overall. It sucks. But like Juan said, we're gonna start our next win streak come Wednesday. So not much more to really say after that, man.
All right, that's the homeboy Murs, man. Let's move on. We got RJ in the building. What's good, my guy?
Hey man, just take this loss and throw it in the trash, man.
That's what I said, man. I ain't tripping.
Hey, I'm not really tripping on it, man. You win 6 games in a row. I can't really be too upset with the team about winning 6 games and then you fall to a good Denver team. I mean, like I said, man, having players with size like the way Denver has, man, that plays a big part in it, man. Bigger man always wins. And that's basically what we ran into. I think what we really need to focus on, though, is the fact that this should be a good bounce back game for the Hawks, man. Reset, even though it's a loss, get right, go into New York with an attitude. And I think this type of loss, I think Atlanta had that going into NYC because they're definitely better than that. I mean, bro, it just was a game where the shots were just not falling, man. We've all seen games like that. We've seen, hell, man, I've seen some of Kobe's teams do some shit like that where you just be like, bro, what is going on? That's all it was, man. Just shots not falling, man. I don't think it'd be like that against New York. We'll clean that up. One thing I will say, though, and this is my last point, we got to find a way to, after this year, we got a long way for this year is over, but man, that size at that center position is legit, bro. We need some big dudes down in that center position, man. We need it bad. And this game proved it. But hey, man, going to New York, slap them around. Let's go Hawks, man. Go Hawks.
All right, that's the homeboy RJ, man. Let's bring on Mr. Honest Review up in here. What's good, my guy? Talk to me. Oh, he hit the wrong. I think he might have hit the wrong button. All right, we'll go to Larry. What's good, Larry? What's popping with you, G?
Man, been a long day, man. Appreciate you having me on. Everybody, make sure you hit that like button for my boy Demond doing this great commentary and work, especially best post game show for Hawks you gonna ever see. All right, man. We just got whooped, man. Jokic did everything that he wanted to do. I blame Mikey for being a fanboy of Jokic. He just showed out for his favorite player. So yeah, it is what it is, man. We had no one for Jokic. This was Zachary Richard's worst game. He was horrible on defense and offense. I mean, he got abused by everybody that he put in front of him. He was barbecue chicken. Yeah, offense and defensively, this was the worst game for Zachary Richard.
Yeah.
Clint Capella had nothing for Jokic, and normally he does play against him well. Trae Young took until halftime to actually wake up, but I mean, it wasn't a bad game by him outside of 3-point shooting, which the entire team shot bad. DeAndre Hunter, like the referees need to be fined. DeAndre Hunter got concussed, and they said no foul. Landry, excuse me, not Landry, but Coach Quinn, you already getting beat by 30. If that's not a time to have a tirade and get thrown out with double technicals when is, you really care about your player. That was gutless. That was absolutely gutless by Coach Quinn. You're already getting beat by 30. Why aren't you getting thrown out the game? When DeAndre Hunter got smacked up beside the head and had a concussion and was laying down there. Luckily, it's not a concussion protocol, and he came back in. But yeah, Dyson Daniel, good game, man. 5 steals, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, and 18 points off of very efficient shooting, even from 3. So I mean, Dyson Daniels was the best player on the court today, to be honest. But it really didn't matter because he can't guard Jokic. Jokic in the 2-man game between Jokic and Westbrook was working like they did whatever they want to. Zach could not hang with Michael Porter Jr. and hopefully, shooting wise, we hope that Zach can get that touch like Michael Porter was doing, come around the curl and put it up right in his face. You know what I'm saying? Or just jab step him and pull it right in his face. Like everybody was just, they were eating off of it. So I mean, Cardio Goat came in 21 minutes and 2 points, and that was only on free throws, 0 for 4. All right, that's it. Yeah, V Krejci playing over Kobe Buffkin for back-to-back games is eye-opening. But we rested everybody. It is what it is. We want JJ and Bogey ready for the Cup game. It is what it is, man. Hard watch. Go Hawks.
That's the homeboy Larry, man. Let's hit up Matt. What's up, Matt? Man, why your boy on the bench, man?
It was ridiculous. I like Quinn Snyder a lot, but he got some explaining to do about that.
Your boy Quinn going against everything you stand for, Matt.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, Vic Krejci was terrible. I'm watching him out there fumbling the ball, almost tripping, coming up the court with the ball, turning the ball over. They're not even good. They're turning their back to him. Denver not even guarding him because he don't even look to shoot. He don't even look to score. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's that about. I don't know. Somebody in the comments said that, Kobe and Quinn got into it or something. So I don't know. I don't know if that's what I don't know what it is, but it's ridiculous. But anyway, about the game. I mean, clearly they were, playing for Wednesday and not today. As much as Trey talked about after the Lakers game, focusing on every game, clearly they're playing towards Wednesday. And so they just said, what's the likelihood of us winning 10 in a row? Not high. So if we got a game to lose, we might as well just lose the Sunday night game against, Denver, a team that's not even in our, conference. So, it was ugly. Not much to say about this game. Probably burn the tape, But, I mean, nothing really to take away from the game. I mean, Larry mentioned like Dyson was the high, scorer of the team, but we lost by 30. So, I mean, it's nothing to highlight there. I mean, Trey played the point guard role that everybody wants him to play, where he don't take any shots and he passed the ball to everybody and get his teammates involved. Doesn't work, clearly. So, I mean, it's a nondescript loss, nothing to really, talk about too much. I mean, Wednesday, I think it's going to be a really good game. Hopefully, JJ can play. They talked about a shoulder, so hopefully he could play. But other than that, I mean, not much to write home about.
All right, that's the homeboy Matt. Who we got next? We got Honest, Kool-Aid, Marion, John, and Griff. What's good, Honest?
What's good, my boy?
Chilling, bro.
Man, we're gonna keep it real. It was a spanking tonight, man. Today, whatever you want to say. The more complete team won the game. Jokic did what he did. Jalen was out. Bogey was out. So it is what it is. I like the response that you and the guys gave during the live watch, man, because none of us are really pressed. Like, this doesn't feel like a stinging loss. Like, it is what it is. You take it on the chin and you keep moving. What I will say to Larry's point, man, Zach did, for the first time in my eyes, play like I didn't want him to play on both sides of the ball. I thought that he was making good strides, over the first quarter of the season, his rookie season. Today, I think he took a step back, and I'm going to pay closer attention to him during this next game. Hawks fans, stay motivated. You got to keep your head up. And the development of this team. Hopefully, JJ can work that shoulder injury out, and then when they at full throttle, man, then we'll see what they do. But you look at a night like tonight, man. Denver is a team that has the best player, in my opinion, in the NBA. and he did what he did. So it is what it is. That's all I got to say.
All right, that's the homeboy Honest, man. Let's we keep it rolling. We got Kool-Aid in the building. What's good, Kool-Aid? Talk to me, man.
What's up, man? I'm still drinking the Kool-Aid, like I said. Hey, I'm proud of my boys. We went on this 5 or 6 game run. We ended up winning 4 out of the 5, and we hit the wall against one of the best basketball teams in the NBA, one of the best players in the NBA, and we were without. But everybody say I was supposed to be taking Trae Young as being the #1 option of the team. JJ was out of the game. And also Bogey.
Uh-oh. Like Kool-Aid froze, man.
It was a lot of. You got me now? It was a lot of.
Go ahead.
You know, it's a lot of bricks. They built the house tonight. A lot of people were missing. Trae only shot. I think he only shot like 7 or 10 times. He only shot 4 times in the first half. So, I mean, but he still ended up with 10 assists, even though all that bad shooting, which crazy. He's still trying to pad the ball. But I ain't got no problem. I'm ready for the Knicks. When I heard we had the Knicks to go into New York, we getting prepped for that. After we come out of that on the back end, we be ready to make another 5-game run. So
right.
I mean, we got to do 5 games anyway to win that Emirates anyway. So
all right, that's the homeboy Kool-Aid, man. Let's go, Marion. What's good, Marion?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Hello, Hawks Nation. Lost tonight. I'm not gonna call it a tough loss because it felt like we wasn't even trying to win. We just came in. It almost felt like a scrimmage, but shots wasn't falling. That's the main thing. The shots wasn't falling, and we got to see what it looks like when we don't hit our shots and when our offense is stalling. I will say good game by Dyson. Good game by a couple of others, but again, just from the beginning, from the start, it just didn't feel like we were trying to win this one. It just felt like we was out there. We came out with low energy. We was lacking 2 players, and they got the jump on us. And they had a reason to win. They played hard, and I'm gonna give it up for Joker. Joker is probably the best player in the NBA, and he showed that there are levels to it. But I'm looking forward to New York. We still going after. We want the cup, baby. We still going after the cup. So we gotta pull it together. I think that there are some things that we can learn from this game in terms of just running the offense. But the main thing is that tonight our shooters didn't hit shots. Ricochet didn't hit shots. A lot of our guys didn't hit shots. Nance didn't hit the 3-point shots that he's good for. Neither did Cardio Goat. So when that happens, it's going to be a long night, and it was a long night. But no crying in basketball. We're not crying about this. We're just going to pick up the pieces and start to move forward.
All right, that's the homeboy Marion, man. So we got John, Griff, and Jamal. What's good, John? Bro, it ain't that bad, John. Come on, we're above 500. We ain't the Falcons. You need that for the Falcons, not for the all. We above.
Hey, this is a pre-worn bag. I wore this earlier today.
I know. I saw you on Ron's show.
Let me tell y'all something. I've been hollering and cussing my rear end off about needing a center. This is what you passing up. No resistance from a Clint Capella. Don't even mention a double O. Don't even mention a double O. This man, it was just like Clint had a doggone label on his back, like a bottle of ketchup. Shake well before using. And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. Throwing shots from half court everywhere. Clint, he knew Clint wasn't gonna come out there. Didn't matter whether Clint was on him or not. And Damon, did you say that we had 19 offensive rebounds?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Multiply that by 2.
Well, some of it came from just misses right at the rim, putbacks.
Yeah. Multiply that by 2.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if all of them. I don't know whether all of them were successfully converted once you got the offensive rebound. But that's 38 potential points right there. 38 potential points. Okay. Now your center does hold the record last year for the most offensive rebounds in the NBA. What did I tell you that told you? We can't shoot. We can't shoot. See, the people I have heard that have come up here already saying, well, we ain't tripping about that loss. We played like, I wait for the open forum. Because I definitely want to make this point.
All right, John. We got the homeboy Griff McFly up here. What's good, my guy?
What's happening, man?
Tough loss, man. This your first time up here?
No, it's my second time.
Okay.
I just changed my name because the other fella named GM on here. So.
Oh, okay.
That
I
just came from the game.
Tough win. Tough loss tonight, G.
I just came from there. It was tough to watch.
Ooh.
I wanted to leave after halftime. And
when he hit that logo, when he hit that half.
Oh man. It was tough. It was brutal. And the thing is, you play basketball when you're like 12. It felt like somebody called their uncle out. Their uncle that's a little out of shape. And he just embarrassed you. Like his hand he can't miss, and you just trying to guard him, and he got the old man strength and putting that lumbering by. The only way to stop Joker is to get him in foul trouble and keep him off the court. You got to get him off the court. When I tell you, I know somebody said something about Larry Nance not needing to be out there. He was the only one that felt like he came with energy tonight, like watching it live.
Mm-hmm.
The game, the body language and everything was over probably about when Quinn let us get down by 15 and didn't call that timeout to stop the momentum. Like, why is he not calling timeout? Then it went to 20 and he finally pulled Trey off the bench. I'm like, why are you putting him back in and out? Trey dribbling the ball up, walking. He didn't want to win that game. The game was over when we gave up. And I'm like, the only reason I'm not as tight as I know because I get my blood pressure up, man. You know, the only reason I'm tight as I normally am is because I feel like we need to lose because we need to break that streak before we hit New York. I think we can win the cup. But if we go in there with this shit feeling like we better than what we are because we're not that good, if we go in there with that feeling like we are more of a championship team than what we are, we're not going to play like the underdog. And we need to play from that position in order to give us a fighting chance to win. Otherwise, they're not going to bring it. Let me tell you, the Atlanta fans, I went on when we played the Pelicans, and the fans was in there because the tickets was cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We weren't there. It was quiet, and I'm like, if you don't have it, and you don't have it on your own, and you can't get it from the crowd, and you get down by 20,
I don't know why the fans did. What's today? Sunday? I don't know why people didn't show. Was the tickets high or something?
You could have still got a deal on Black Friday, but I guess nobody bought them then, and they was just like, we ain't coming tonight. It was rough.
Guess anybody want to see the Nuggets, man. That's the homeboy Griff, man. So we got Jamal, then we going to the open forum, man. What's good, Jamal?
What's happening, man?
And tough L tonight, bro.
Yeah, I was at the game myself.
Ooh.
I'm gonna make a little disagreement. I don't think we wasn't in the building, bro.
Okay.
I really think what was going on from what I seen from my part of the nosebleed was the fact that folks got quiet when they started seeing Jokic do that old man shit and getting his shit off. You know what I'm saying? When he played like he played like he looked like me, goddamn. Like he got the gray beard and all, man. That motherfucker get away with all sorts of goddamn moving his body around. And then there was, I will admit, as bad as I can get on Clint, there was a lot of that phantom shit that happened too. He got that phantom 3-point shot that really, it was like he didn't get hit. He just faked like he got hit. And I'm like, damn. They let him get off with that. you know, the game was somewhat physical. And there's a catch-22 to this. I know what the Hawks trying to do. The reason why we don't have this size that everybody complaining about, it's because we trying to call ourselves trying to run teams out. But what I saw that happen this specific game is the fact when Jalen wasn't there, we had no wings that was really out there. You know, like he's the point forward of all our point forwards, and some of the guys that we was putting out there didn't get really a chance to do all that pushing and running, and you know, for whatever reason, Trey don't run whenever the hell he gets the ball. He wants to walk it up court too. And if you're playing against a bigger team, that already lets you know, hey, they're gonna beat the shit out of you. You know, they got shoulders and shit. Like everybody, it was so crazy to watch the size disadvantage from the front forwards. It was ridiculous, man. I mean, it looked like if I was looking at high school, it was two different grade groups going against each other, freshmen versus seniors. It was heavy.
Like 12U playing 6U. That's how dominant. That's how dominant Jokic look, bro. He had one possession, man. He got the ball. Was it Clint? Somebody was on him. He dribbles to the free throw line. Dyson come to help. I don't know what he did. Did he go behind the back and split the defense? He did something to split the defense. I'm like, bro, this dude moving this slow motion.
Mm-hmm. And they can't do anything with it because his weight is just so heavy on them. You could just tell, like, hey, man, this that
Like,
little boy shit versus the man shit. It don't work.
But let me tell you like this. Thank God we don't. Hey, we just play these dudes twice a year, dog. That's it. We ain't got work.
Yeah,
we don't see these dudes again.
And they don't make another one like it. So
yeah, thank God, bro. Cause that dude, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like we had no answer. I mean, and I didn't hear nobody else mention Michael Porter Jr. Man, like I think it was Larry, but I don't think nobody else. Michael Porter Jr. was killing us tonight.
I mean, but it made sense because I mean we had the younger him going against him, and the younger him doesn't have muscles yet. And you know who I'm talking about. I got my guy Reese. I love him, but after he got
ain't
punked,
that shit yet.
After he got punked, when he got punked early in the game, when he was coming to the lane and trying to go for a dunk, and then they just fouled the shit out of him, didn't call a flagrant. That earlier foul messed up his whole rhythm.
Yeah, that move by Jokic was cold, man. But appreciate you. Hey, we about to do the open forum after we got Foot and Mike. Y'all got it, man. Hey, I'm about to roll. I gotta go eat dinner and get my son ready for school tomorrow, man. I'm gonna try to tap back in with y'all real quick.
All right, Mike, you want to go first? You want me to go first, Mike?
You can go ahead.
So here's my observation. On this win streak, if we would have played, we have the last 5 out of 6 games we played winning basketball. We didn't play winning basketball against the Lakers, even though we won. And we didn't play winning basketball tonight. Joker's not the reason why we lost. Hitting shots not the reason why we lost. It was zero defense because I think he said Michael Porter Jr. kept cutting the hell out of us, going through cuts, layups, dunks. We had about 7 dunks at the rim, all off cuts. There was no defense, no team defense. We just jacking up shots. Was no flow. The rhythm of the game was out of rhythm. We taking dumb shots. You know, I could go on and on and on. Because you're not going to stop Joker. That's a given, no matter who he plays. But you can put up some type of resistance across the floor. Everybody else got off, not just him. You got other folks getting off. But again, man, the Lakers game, I wasn't able to come on because I had to get up early that morning for a game. Lakers weren't winning basketball, playing winning basketball, no real defense, because they should have been blown out by 20, if you ask me. But hopefully we can go ahead and get up for the cup. I think it's Wednesday, right, Mike?
Yeah.
So, hey, they got to get out of this dumb basketball move and run back to old ways. Get back to that. Let's play some winning basketball and do something with the cup. Because we didn't compete tonight. I don't care. It's no excuse. Oh, we missing fields. We did the shots not fall. That's no excuse. We played dumb basketball. And I'm always gonna stick with that. That's my take on it. And take this loss. See what's going on Wednesday. But you got to come with it Wednesday. You can't do this dumb stuff on Wednesday in order to compete for this cup. That's about it. And we were too small too. You know, it's that size thing again. But that's all I got, Mike.
Oh, for sure. I mean, other guys pretty much said it. I mean, I said it like the other day or so in the space or whatnot, though. But I'm not tripping, man. Just odds and number wise or whatever. As a fan, I'd rather just go ahead and lose now instead of expecting them to win out. Well, not necessarily win out, but just keep winning all these games or whatever. You know, the tourney is single elimination or whatever. So you lose one of those games, it's done and over with. I don't necessarily want to think that they just threw away the game per se today or whatnot, but from a fan perspective, you know, it is what it is. I ain't tripping. From a basketball standpoint or whatever, the main thing for me tonight really is just Jokic, you know, went to work and killed everybody. It's like I'm trying to figure out how to say what I want to say or whatever, because I don't expect anybody to stop Jokic, but at the same time, though, I feel like we played defensively stupid on him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you're right, White Mike. I was gonna say that though, man. You know, we ain't gonna be up here forever, man. We gotta go watch Doom. I gotta watch episode 4 tonight, man. Doom.
Yeah, ain't gonna be up here.
But with Jokic, man, and really any big that has a size advantage against you and that is highly skilled, and size advantage, I mean, they outweigh you. I mean, I've personally been in this position before. And again, I'm not saying that you're going to stop Jokic, just what you have to do to kind of like not let it just be easy work for him. You got to like, you can't bang with him, man. Anywhere basically inside the perimeter and stuff like that, you can't bang with him. A skinny, not a skinny, but a good big, like any type of contact once they have the ball. I mean, they playing off the field, so your hands, you banging them or whatever, like that's just playing into, in a sense, what he kind of want to do. He just gonna feel that and get to his spots, or you know, just work easily. He's still gonna score, but what you have to do is basically try your best, keep your hands off, move your feet, and you contest. Have active hands and you contest. You know, try and make them just shoot shots over you and live with the result after that. Of course, after contesting, you know, you got to box out and rebound, which is a lot of times we kind of messed up at when it came to the other guys. When we did get Jokic and miss, the guys were diving in and kind of get some tips and stuff like that. Also, another thing that you do with a guy like that as well is that you have to pick them up before they get the ball, or even if he does have the ball, if he doing that point guard crap, bringing the ball down, I mean, you're literally up on him, guarding him, pressing, like you not just letting him comfortably walk up or doing that shadow crap. Like, no, really get up in him. And even if he don't have the ball, that's when you bang him. You're banging him before he cross half court, as he cross half court. That's when you're hitting him and banging him. But once he get that ball 3 down or whatever, you off, and you just got to kind of window shade. Like I said, I know he's still good. He'll make shots, but that's just more so. I felt like we didn't. I don't know. I just felt like they ain't necessarily play a little smarter per se. But again, like I said though, man, you ain't gonna stop Jokic, man. I'm just talking from
you're not gonna stop.
Yeah, not allowing him just be like tonight, man. I just felt like he was just in the easy workflow like the whole time. Like it was just easy work from jump, and that was just that was too easy, man. It was just too easy. It was too easy for Jokic. It was way too easy, man. So again, that's what I would say you do, because Clint is like you got arm length, you got this and that. It's like, yeah, you know, just kind of stay off, active hands when he shoot. Jokic not jumping like that or whatever. You just want to contest everything, man, up top, you know. And then I said, like, you gotta live with the result after that. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to say, since people bringing up my name. I have to, unfortunately, man, Westbrook did an amazing job on Trey in the first half defensively, especially when they were switched off from him to Bron to Watson. That three-headed monster was basically kept Trey Young in check. Every time he tried to go on a pick and roll, them guys would jump in the pick. We tried to do pick and rolls with DeAndre Hunter. But when you have defensive guys like that who are switchable, it makes it really hard for him to go in. And, of course, we missed shots. That guys had open shots. And it's a difference when and I'm not saying Dre Hunter had a bad game because I think DeAndre Hunter was hampered by getting clobbered and clotheslined. You know what I'm saying? And still had 20 points. I think he was on his way to have a much better game. But it's a different animal when you have to be the legit number 2 instead of just being the number 3 or the guy that's dominating the second string. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any problem with Dre, but again, man, unfortunately, they really picked on Zach in the starting lineup, and everybody who wanted to go to the lane either could. You know, it just really wasn't nothing they can really do. I think we see the value of JJ even more, showing why he should be the most improved player this season. While JJ isn't a great defender, I think that help on the backside that he gives for blocks, I don't think they can just play smaller people like that and get away with it. At the very least, we could be more physical with them. But it just was pretty much a mismatch. Nance did what he could, but Nance not really a good defender. So, but he gave you 16 points. We just got beat. Jokic fed everybody, so you just can't let him go for 50 and everybody else do something. So I agree with Foot. The team defense was bad. You can't have guys going up. But, yeah, they definitely had a plan on picking on certain players and attacked it, and it worked. So, yeah. Right. And all those offensive rebounds that we had, guys, it was Clint Capella-type rebounds. So Clint Capella had 6 offensive rebounds. Most of those was taps on misses that he had. Same thing with Toyeka Kongu, exact same thing. So, I mean, it is what it is. Toyeka Kongu didn't miss a layup when he actually drove to the basket and stuff, but trying to get offensive rebounds, tap it back up, miss, tap it back up, miss, tap it back up, pass it out. Those were the offensive rebounds we got. So, really and truthfully, we did get offensive rebounds, but they weren't off of other players' misses. They was off the players' themselves missing. So it kind of is what it is.
Before I forget, if I said something else, all offense, what we try to do, this dribble handoff stuff that goes into the pick and roll, we got to do something different. I mean, it's tape. I mean, they shut, like you said, Larry, they shut that down. It's on tape. Plays, yeah. Everybody knows what we're doing. It's like we know what they're doing. The execution, you got to learn. We got to adapt to that 5-out mess we keep doing. Change it up a little bit. Make some adjustments. I agree with it. I mean, we can't.
Y'all just loved it a couple days ago.
No, I wasn't. No, y'all loved it because I couldn't come up here on Lakers. Y'all was blazing. No, that offense, I know how to stop it. And Denver showed you how to stop it. They had the right personnel to stop it.
We had
2 guys missing out.
But no, I know that. I know we got 2 guys.
We had 2 people missing, so still, the offense wasn't running like it should.
I mean, because again,
we had lesser players doing the actions.
You don't understand that.
Like I said,
we didn't have Kobe doing nothing because he trashed.
Yes, he trashed.
So he had more points than Vic Crazy. He had more points than Vic Crazy. I know that much.
He played in garbage time. That was garbage points.
So what I'm saying is that we didn't make adjustments, right? We got to learn how to make adjustments to what the other team is doing. That's all it is. That's all I'm saying. So we are stuck in this. The way we play, we're stuck with it. I haven't seen no real adjustment other than playing hard with the guys. And when we play smarter, again, we play smarter, we win. We play. Look, Denver ain't no good. What they 12 and 10, 11 or whatever? It ain't like
They're
they
around
were.
the same as
Yes,
us, man.
yes, they got Joker.
They're a little
They
bit
got
better
some
than us.
dudes
In the
but
West.
again,
something like that.
we didn't play smart basketball. That's all there.
With
So there's
those
two
guys
games
out there,
straight.
I mean, you
Or
know,
what?
hey.
What? Hopefully, we got the cup. When it Wednesday. Wednesday.
Yes,
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Wednesday
So
against the Knicks.
we played what we played in the 5 games that we won. The 6th one, we got Trey hit that shot. That's good. At the end, we played like trash. But we played the way we played those 5 games. We will beat the Knicks easily. Easily.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
So now I have a question.
Go ahead, John.
Easily.
Between this game against the Timberwolves, not Timberwolves, damn, the Nuggets. I was looking at Timberwolves stats. I'm sorry.
You know, that Minnesota got you.
Minnesota got you in a Minnesota got
Yeah,
you.
man.
Man, I'll talk about that. We can talk about that.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah,
I tell you what, I'm gonna ask this question in full dress. Between the Nuggets and the Knicks, which of these 2 games would you call the toughest game?
Knicks.
I don't know. I really haven't paid attention.
I mean, I would say this game actually. I would say this.
I don't
game.
know. They were down Jamal Murray.
Well,
okay,
because with
now
with
and
Watson and
the reason
can I answer your question, John, before you continue?
Yeah, go ahead, Kool-Aid.
I'm gonna say this game was tougher because they had a center. The Knicks team, they have a center, but it's not a Jokic center. The game I went to and saw them, they matches up in size against the Knicks a whole lot better than match up in size against Denver. The game I went to when Richard Shea had 33 points, they are taller and bigger than the Knicks. Anytime the Hawks play a team that is in their size range, they have a lot more advantage. That's why we don't match up with large centers and large team because we get small.
Kool-Aid, who's the other team that has that large center that we don't match it with?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, we saw we lost to Washington twice, right?
No,
they got
so,
Valanciunas.
Name the teams that we don't match it with center. That's
okay. Valanciunas, Washington.
Who is that? What?
Valanciunas.
Who else?
Washington, Valanciunas. Chicago, Vucevic.
We don't match. You said size. You said size of the team. I'm
talking about center wise. When it comes down to center wise, these are the teams that we lose again. Okay. Portland Trailblazers. Okay. Your boy Aiden put up 22 on us one time. So I'm gonna put up 30 one time.
No, he with Phoenix no more. Who's he with?
Oh, he with Portland right now.
Okay. So we don't match up
with Portland. Guess who we lost? Guess one of the games we thought we should won and we lost again? Portland.
Yeah, we traded it off. That wasn't because of the center.
No. It was because they were bigger.
No, what are the stats?
I'm telling you, anytime we go up against center play, it's a whole lot different. You know why?
What are the stats? You keep saying this, but show me the stat, like you were saying in the halftime.
I'm just showing you about win losses. You go about it. Look who we lost against.
But hold on, what did the center do?
What did they center do? They messed up the pick and roll. They messed up Trey on that pick and roll stuff. They took all the other way.
Bro, you said
and then what else they did? They scored.
What are their stats? The center stat. What did the center do so much that messed us up? This one
they scored.
Don't worry about it. I'm
gonna tell you another team who gets another center that gets us.
What's the stats?
The stats is they score 20 points a game. They average 20. They average 20 points a game on our centers.
Pull it up.
Okay, hey, now it will.
You asked me, you want to know? You pull it up. I'm telling you from.
Hold up. See,
trying to run that
hey,
game.
Kool-Aid. Hold up.
Go look at our win losses and look at the teams that we are lost against.
Hey, Kool-Aid.
Look at that.
Hey, Kool-Aid. Now, wait a minute. Now that it would take time. Okay, Foot. Now you giving Kool-Aid an assignment. All right. It's gonna take time for him to go and research those stats, or whatever. Because I don't think he was gonna have them right at his hand like that. And these phones don't work that fast. So he'll bring, or I'll look him up. But my reason for asking this question, I was hearing in the individual 2-minute sections when we first started talking, oh, well, this is just a loss here. You know, we're going to go for the cup. We're going to go for the cup in the next game.
I know where you're going.
Now, you do?
Yeah. No, go ahead. I was going to hit on.
Now, gentlemen, if the cup was not in play, if the cup was not something that we were looking for, this would qualify as a horrific loss.
True.
30 freaking points on your home floor.
But
This
John, I think
would be,
I think they would have played different, John. They would have played different. JJ
and Matt, that makes it even worse. That makes it even worse.
I don't think it'd be a horrific loss, man.
40. Yes, that would have been a horrific loss on your home floor.
I mean,
after all the good you did. Now, each of you,
you hate to lose.
Each of you has your own opinion about it. I understand that, but to me, that's a horrific loss because some people were saying in the individual sections that we look past this game in order to be ready for the next one.
I'm gonna challenge it a little bit.
Who you talking about? Something I might have said.
No, I'm saying you said it's a horrific loss.
You talking about something I might have said. And the reason I said,
and Marion, you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself.
Let me finish.
You're not by yourself.
The reason I said it is because number one, we sat Jalen and Bogey. I think we sat them so that they'll be ready for Wednesday night. I think.
Oh, come see, there you go. That it's just getting worse by the comment.
I mean, Jalen been questionable though, or whatever you call it, or whatever. Like he was like that before the Lakers game or whatever. So
yeah, he might have been like that before the Lakers game. He played the Lakers game. I think we sat him so that he'll be ready for Wednesday night.
I think that's still no excuse.
Now,
let me finish, Foot. And we know that Bogey got bad knees. We know this. So we sat him so that he'll be ready for Wednesday night. That's my belief. That's why I said that.
What's your point, though, man?
We got 2 whole days, though.
Hold on, let me finish. We came out with no energy. When you looked at how we came out playing, we didn't come out playing like we were trying to win this game. We came out
playing like it either, Mary.
We came out playing like we were just playing, and that's different. And that's different in comparison to how we've been playing. Now, the other thing, this is the thing that we miss. Our team get most of our points on transition, and our team get most of our points on because we can spread the floor with our 3-point shooting. Tonight we had terrible 3-point shooting. Tonight we didn't do much in transition. Part of that is because Jalen Johnson was not on the floor. When we don't have Jalen Johnson on the floor, we don't have a big wing that can handle the ball. He's a ball handling wing, and he allows the defense to spread, and he makes the defense spread so that we can get those easy scores.
Did y'all not see? Did y'all? I'm sorry, guys, but I think y'all going too far, man. Like, do y'all niggas not see Jokic? Like,
yeah, I saw Jokic.
But I'm saying though, it's like we started. I know for sure the Lakers and Bucks games, we were not winning or came out the gate winning and stuff like that. We had to come back and we took off. I don't know, y'all could probably tell me we did that more than just those 2 games as well.
You're right.
So I felt like the thing was somewhat in the same way. The thing is that I can say tonight I saw it was moments where it was some bad attempted shots. Maybe Quinn, but Quinn did that before in the past too. Not calling a timeout on the team going on a run, or not calling a timeout.
Let it get to 20 points.
Somebody take a bad shot. But bro, like you playing against Jokic, bro. That's why I was gonna ask John about. I can't call it like I can't say that too much considering who was on the other side. Like who has more accolades than Jokic in like the last I don't know how many years. You see what this man has been doing statistically speaking before even coming to Atlanta. He's basically averaging 50 points. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just And then on top of that, yeah, we wasn't at full strength. So it's just like, I don't know, bro. It sucks to lose, but I can't call it fully horrific because, again, like I said, man, Jokic over there. And then on top of that, I felt like playing Jokic, this is where you look at the film, and Trey at certain times got to understand it's like you definitely can't do certain crap against Jokic. They wasn't just Trey, because Gary did it one play for sure, and it pissed me off. And it was another play too. I think he got like a quick shot, and it pissed me off. I'm like, bro, he can't be doing it, junk Jokic, man. And there was a time when it's like the lead wasn't too stupid crazy, man. Trey took like a deep three, and it's like, bro, you're not hitting or shooting like that. Bricked it. Jokic too good for that, bro. Rebound, whoop, deep outlet pass, you know what I'm saying? Swinging moment, point, bucket the other way. When it's like we needed to kind of stack some possessions up there together because we had just scored the possession before that or whatever, stopped them. Little things like that just kept us away. And like, bro, to me, I just feel like you tipped that hat to Jokic. Like, bro, had
that's why I said we playing.
Oh no. Hey, I don't discount what Jokic did. But one thing I always say, soon as they score, don't you get the ball?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Okay. So and that man might score 48, 50 points. Because see, I'm looking.
We scored, but during the time that we've been playing well, John, our defense has, in a sense, been leading us. I know Matt don't want to hear that.
The defense creates. The defense creates offense. Okay. It creates offense. Now, okay. Before I start, man.
It creates our pace, Larry. Yeah, it helps us with our pace.
Yeah, we don't have.
Okay, well, see, this is the problem. This is the problem with that. You cannot rely solely on defense to spark you.
No, not
once they score.
But again, we got to do it efficiently, right?
But John, how many points we scored though? Well, how many points we scored?
We scored
111 points. Now look, now I'm looking at the quarter by quarter breakdown. I'm looking at the quarter by quarter breakdown. They scored 38 to 23 in the first quarter. They scored 33 to 25 in the second. They scored 35 to our 36 in the third. And they scored 35 to our 27 in the fourth.
We didn't play good defense.
And when the ball go in the basket, we win. When the ball don't go in the basket, we lose.
Yeah,
we had 0 for 4, 0 for 3, 1 for 5, 1 for 7.
John, you just proved my point.
Some of those shots were wide open, man.
No, and the pace of the game, when you take
some of those shots were layups. We missed layups, and we missed layups, dude.
I know that.
Yeah, I know we missed layups, but we gave up at least 35 points on average the entire game. You're never going to win a basketball game like that. We have to play better team defense.
Well, no, I see.
Let me tell you something. You know
they
what?
Gave
the best defense in the game is when the ball goes in the basket. Because every time a person misses a 3-point shot, the other team gets that. Like y'all say, when Trey shoot that shot, that long shot, and he misses it, guess what? It's a basket for the other team. It's no different when you got
no. It's a chance. It's a chance for a basket.
No, but Jokic get the rebound.
You don't think when Matthew went 0 for 4
Jokic get the rebound,
on his shot,
court pass layup.
Matthew went 0 for 4. Your 3-point shooter went 0 for 4. You know how many points was scored off that 0 for 4 missed shot?
I got one question.
Every time he missed, it was a score for them.
I got one.
But you know what? Now, Foot got a question. But see, I hadn't finished my point. But go ahead and ask your question. Then I'm gonna finish my point.
Did y'all see? Larry just brought it up because I had that on my list. Did y'all see how many times did Jokic get a rebound and we get beat back on the long ass rebound and layup? I mean, we at the top of the damn key. Sometimes we shot. How did they beat our man back for Jokic to make a whole damn court pass and they get a real layup?
Bro, the effort was just weak. That's
what I'm talking about.
It was just weak in general. Yeah. And the thing is, like, when you look at our team, and I think somebody said this the other night, it might have been Matt who said this the other night. It's true. We play down to our competition way too much. I know we shouldn't. I know we're professionals. We should be showing up. It's like, I'm sorry. if I'm JJ, I'm a little hurt. If Bogey's out, I'm playing. That's the type of guy I am. I'm looking at the situation like if you're a professional, you're getting paid all this money. Sometimes you got to go out there and play hurt just a little bit. I ain't saying it all the time. It's 82 games. Maybe it's a long season. You don't really care. But sometimes you got to push through that and keep playing so your team can win. Sometimes you might have to play 10 minutes. Say, Coach, I can't give you 40. I can give you 10, but it means something to be on the bench. This team play like a college team playing in the NBA. And they're emotional and they're weak. Because the thing is, mentally, they shouldn't have checked out this game. I don't care if you down by 20, 30, you got to keep playing to that horn go off at the end. And I hear y'all saying about putting the ball in the basket. I don't trust our half-court offense. When we're getting the ball out of the basket, we got to run plays, and we don't run good plays. All I've seen was college basketball, and they're passing too much. It's too many times when people had to lay up and they made the extra pass and end up being a turnover.
Thank you.
You passing the ball.
Yeah, they've been doing that definitely.
Tonight, I didn't see any. That's why I said
what I said about Larry. What said, movement. So they kept moving.
It helps. It helps sometimes, but you can't overpass.
Don't overpass.
You can't overdo it. And there's a point where I'm looking at these guys, and I'm like, nobody's looking to score except Hunter, and he's throwing up these shots, and it's like, bro, go to the hole.
Thank you.
Go up strong.
But they said Quinn told him to make that extra pass.
But not even that, guys. We started off the game just like Matt said. He said it, and other people and Mike said it too. We coached. We coached to. I mean, by the time we got down by 20, it was just like, all right, whatever.
It was over.
You know what I'm saying? Rest. I mean, when you rest, you came in the game at a deficit because mentally we came in like, all right, we need rest for the cup. Now I understand that. But again,
I like that play. Strap up, man.
Just like Griff said, Griff was at the game. He said we had no energy. So if your coach coming to the game and like, hey, we resting these players because we getting ready for the cup, then that set the precedent. It seemed like that was the mood of the team. That's it. And we got down so bad, it was over before it started. That's it. So I set the precedent on being a loser today, and that's what we were.
Exactly. They chose
and
to lose
that's
today.
That's my point. That's my point. That's my point. Hey! I want y'all to hear me loud and clear. Damn a cup. Damn a cup. Because the thing is, this me. This me. Kool-Aid.
It's not so
Kool-Aid.
much.
Hold on, Kool-Aid. Damn a cup. Because that's why I asked this question about which of these two games is the most important, which of these two games in the roughest. And then we find it out that people are benching folk to rest folk. And see, now this is still rumor, whatever. This is still rumor. It's rumor, it may be fact or whatever. But if we are resting people to prepare for a cup game because we're going to go on a cup push, these games count in the standings for playoff seeding.
I think they
these and see the playoff seeding between winning a nondescript cup that the only thing you're gonna do out of it is either drink wine out of it when you win it and then pee in it afterwards. Okay, I don't care nothing about no cup. I care about playoff seeding. I care about the big trophy with the basketball that's about to fall off the edge of it. That's the only thing.
They would have.
That's the only thing.
They would have left Dre out if they were.
You don't know what the cup means. You don't know what the cup would mean to the team.
Look, what should it mean to the team?
Winning the cup
with a loser mentality.
Winning the cup might pull this team together and get them ready for a playoff run.
Huh?
Indiana last year.
No,
Let
no,
it
no,
finish.
Can I say something
That's
after Mario,
neither
please?
here or there, man.
It
And I
worked for
really,
Indiana last year.
yeah, but what? It ain't
Can
working
I
for
say
Indiana
something, and then
this
we can
week.
let my man, other man,
But
go
that's
right
this year,
here
but that
after
was
I
last
say
year.
this.
Start to Marion Kool-Aid.
So winning the cup could mean something in terms of pulling this team together. Because remember, when we started the season, nobody thought we'd win 36 games, over 36 games. We are starting to pull together. Winning the cup could mean that this gives us the confidence to go out and win more games. But if you ignore the cup, I mean, what was the last time? Well, let me ask this. When was the last time Atlanta won something in basketball?
Never. St.
Never.
Louis.
Never.
St.
But okay. Now hold on. Go ahead, Mary.
I come after him, then you can come after my man right here, John. You don't have your
Kool-Aid, go after Mary.
Now, can I rebut that? Kool-Aid, you go first.
I'm just gonna say something real quick.
First.
I'll let Mary. When you let me know when you finish, I just gonna say something real quick.
Because my point is, we've never won anything in basketball in Atlanta.
Yeah, but that don't mean you still throw games though.
Exactly. Thank you.
We'll make it
Marion,
different.
I hear that. I hear that.
Not
I'm not dissing the cup.
Go ahead,
That
Kool-Aid.
doesn't mean that you purposely throw a
Thank
game
you.
if that's the case beforehand.
Not
Especially
throw,
when you-
Mike. You don't
Bro,
throw.
no, it is when you basically as a coach.
Mike,
coach
let me get my point in for you. You already jumped in the rebuttal. Let me finish. Let me go ahead and say what I got to say. Okay, y'all are asking the Hawks, who is part of the NBA, to not act like the rest of the NBA team. Why do you think the commissioner passed a rule on a law to fine teams for not playing their players at certain times? They're talking about they hurt or da. It's the tendency of the NBA. So what you are seeing tonight, all you seen tonight was a basic tendency of the NBA. Sometimes they try to save a player. Oh, why did San Antonio start that crap? Oh, so he could save Tim Duncan to be there for the championship. Why did LeBron James take off sometime? Yeah, because they want to save LeBron James for the playoff. It became the tendency of the NBA. Don't sit here and say we are just part of that tendency, man. But y'all know it's not part of the tendency. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna shut up. This is what Trae Young said. He said, when we got fined, what was it, 100,000 for Trae Young not playing? Okay, when we got fined for that, that was a tendency of them trying to do what the NBA does, right? So in that tendency, man, Trae Young said that he said, look, hey man, I want to play every night. Just like every other player in football and everything, they say I want to play every night. But when you got your guys who go in there who's supposed to be part of the health and go look at it and say, oh, this guy right here, okay, let's hold him out. And the coach say, you're not gonna play. You're not gonna play. Most of the players who are athletes always want to play every night, whether they hurt or not. They say that all the time. But when you have the tendency of the league and that politics and all that be going on, everybody plays in on that politics. That's all you seen tonight. You saw them play in on the politics. Simple as that. Jalen Johnson was probably hurt because guess what? The referee allowed them to beat them up all day long and all night long and doing all sorts of things to the Hawks in that LA game. And I'm sure a lot of those guys, especially Bogey, getting his knees beat up, especially JJ, getting his ankles beat up, and they knee him in the knee, punching him in the chest, and ain't no calls. I'm sure, okay. We finna go play one of the best team in basketball. We ain't gonna be able to put that type of energy and try to win against this team. Guess what? They gonna come with a little chip on their shoulder because they done lost to the Wizards. They had lost to another team. I think they almost lost by 30. Jokic himself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the tendency, man, of the league.
Okay. Now, go, Matt. Go ahead. I'll go after you because I need to rebut Marion and I guess Kool-Aid. If no one else needs to go, I'll wait.
All right, quickly to carry Kool-Aid's point home. The Knicks did the same thing yesterday with Cat, and they're doing the same thing tomorrow with Cat and probably Brunson. They're not going to play versus Toronto. So, it is goes on in the league. I think that, clearly they're I won't say saving, but they're clearly, prefer to win Wednesday as opposed to today, clearly, which is good because that's one of the things that Zach talked about. Zach said that was something that they highlighted in training camp, that the Cup is something that they wanted to win.
I'll just make sure y'all
It was
check
one of the
in
goals
on
of the season
tomorrow and see who plays.
The Indiana last year, it helped propel Indiana. That's something Tyrese Halliburton talked about, where the Cup helped propel them later on in the season, where they were, because they went through some adversity, they went through close games, and so it helped them in the playoffs. They didn't become frazzled in the playoffs where, you know, they didn't know how to execute at the end when the games really mattered. So it can help unify a team, bring them together, and, you know, propel you forward throughout the course of the regular season.
Y'all really think that the Hawks need that? Y'all really think that? Y'all think the Hawks the same?
Yeah,
as
I do. I do.
No.
I don't think that when your starting point guard has been to the Eastern Conference Finals,
Thank you.
when you just watched him win multiple play-in games down the stretch, when you saw him win a game 6 on the road against
I'm not talking
Boston,
about. I'm not talking about Trey. I'm not talking about Trey Young.
got Clint. I'm saying that yes, y'all need to stop overhyping this doggone in-season tournament, bro. I want to win the crap too, though, but to act like come on, bro. Like I hear you,
Mike. But Mike to say it has no. But Mike to act like it doesn't have significance.
I watched the Knicks basically lose like 5 doggone key players in the playoffs that basically helped the doggone Pacers get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't want to hear crap about that fluke behind Indiana team last year, bro. Like, stop bringing them up. I'm sorry, but I am.
I'm not even talking about. But I'm not even talking about the Eastern Conference Finals. In the first round, it helped them win in the first. He talked about it helping them win in the playoffs because they went through adversity.
Halliburton.
Okay.
I'm
saying to act like it has no bearing.
If that's our bar and that y'all want to be measured up against, bro, we suck and we are doomed.
Mr. Speaker.
I don't want to be nothing like Indiana, bro.
Mr. Speaker.
Hold on, Mike. Let him go, Mike. Let him go.
To get JJ and Zach in meaningful games.
Mr. Speaker.
Indiana, man.
I'm almost done, John.
Mr. Speaker.
I'm almost done, John.
I declare the house to be in order. Can I have the house in order, please?
I want to rebuttal.
I'm trying to finish.
Hold on.
You want to rebut my rebuttal? We gonna be on opposite sides, Mike.
Go, John.
You already know.
John. Let's go. Go, John.
Now, the National Basketball Association has been in existence for how long, gentlemen?
75 years.
For all us alive.
75 years. Hey, hey, Griff, I just about got 10 years on it, man. I'm missing 10 years on it. That ain't much, but you know, you're right. But gentlemen, this is the second year that we've had this cup.
Mm-hmm.
Motivation to win anything comes from within. It here.
Thank you.
Coaches, people dangling this little old nondescript cup where you gonna make an extra $25,000 or whatever it is there. Is it 500,000 per person?
$1 million.
Yeah. Well, $1 million. I think for the winner, $1 million.
Okay, $1 million per person. Okay, so you would devalue and see Adam Silver. I want to hang a foot in his behind because you want to devalue the playoffs and the NBA championship by offering an in-season cup that's going to pay $1 million versus what it is that you would get going through the playoffs and going to the final. And that is the goal.
Hold on, Matt. Hold on. Let him finish.
That is the goal, to get a real world championship. A world championship, not an in-season tournament that you all just made up to mimic soccer. You know, and see, you sitting up here resting players, and it's not just us, according to what you guys just said. New York resting players. Okay, they pulling people off the floor. Oh well, we gonna save you for the cup, cause see, you know, we want you healthy or whatever. And between these two games, I got the Denver Nuggets, and then I got the New York Knicks, and I'm gonna lose this Denver Nuggets game in front of my own home fans because the cup game is a little bit more valuable monetarily to the team, and might not be to the city, but to the team is a little bit more valuable monetarily. And I'll tell you what, JJ, I noticed you've been limping coming out of the thing. You have a seat. You ain't gonna play tonight. Don't worry about it, bro. We'll put on a good show and make it look like something or whatever. And then you go out there and look like this without one of your most valuable pieces. All right. I see this cup thing is, to me, like I said, to me, a fan, I'm not getting none of that $500,000. I'm not getting none of it. I'm not getting no monetary rewards as far as that's concerned.
They might hand out
Okay,
t-shirts
when
at the
that
game, John.
when that cup gets awarded, okay, you know, what am I going to say when New York wins the NBA championship? Well, we got the cup. We won the cup. We got the championship. We the best in the world. Mm-hmm. See, that's you created a dichotomy here. The NBA has created a dichotomy here that, you know, you're weighing what it means to the team as far as the final monetary benefit and what it means to the city, which it means absolutely nothing to the city. Okay.
So you're not going to be proud of that banner?
Hold on, Matt. Come on, hold on.
No, because all of our sports end at a championship. When you win that championship, you as a winner have been declared the very best in the league for that year. You rest that summer with that doggone trophy and the prestige of having that trophy, because you know, everybody talking about Atlanta hadn't won anything in a long time. What is this going to matter?
I'm going next and Marion, then you.
You know, what is this going to matter?
You mean ever? You said in a long time.
Ever.
Well, we got one championship banner hanging up there. We got one hanging up there.
No, that ain't Atlanta. That ain't
championships travel with the team. Championships travel with the team.
Hey, y'all finish.
Go ahead, Marion. Go ahead, Marion.
It's on foot.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
This is rebuttal to Marion too. Let me start with this.
I was gonna go after Marion.
Okay. I made a comment a while ago. I said the NBA don't make the fans soft. This is one of the reasons. But the way the players sitting now, the coaches make them sit. Mm-hmm. And also, with the reason the league made this cup is to make the players play harder. Because they're doing all this load management, doing this, all this, he ain't gonna play tonight, he ain't gonna play. But we're getting short end of the stick as fans. As y'all may not know, they changed the All-Star game. Because they got tired of seeing dudes go up and down the court, team score 200 points, dunks and the alley-oops, and no out playing defense. Mm-hmm. So they changed up the All-Star game, which I don't like. And hey, if we have an opportunity to win the cup, cool. It's okay with me. I will want to win it. But as far as my thinking is to help motivate them dudes to play, why the hell are you on the team? If you're not in the NBA to win a championship and you need something to motivate you other than millions of dollars, I don't want you on my team. That's soft ass basketball. Just my opinion. Mm-hmm. That's just how I feel. I want you to come to work hard every night. I want you to make as much money as you can because the owners been making it. But these dudes are soft. I'm just gonna keep it 100. In my opinion, Christopher's opinion, they are soft. So you have the cup. Oh, that can lead to something. I don't agree with that, Marion, per se. This is my opinion. That don't mean I'm right or wrong, but I don't agree with, hey, that gives them extra motivation. Hey, that helps us out. Because in the grand scheme of things, they're taking the regular season game and say, okay, this game gonna count for something, this game gonna count for them. But they're regular season games. So for me, like tonight, that was a horrible display. And against the Lakers, a horrible display. Horrible. So if if you go, you set in that mindset, okay, this ain't for that, but the next game is for something. I'm gonna give my all. I don't like that. I want you to come out here and play hard every time. And too many times in the whole NBA, certain teams, guys take off in the games. And it's just, that's why the ratings are down. That's why it's Stern trying to change stuff up. That's why people leaving it, going away from the game. Because it's not fun anymore. You don't have like your Jokic. Play inside out with him. All this is shoot threes and run down the court. Shoot threes, let it go, let it go. That's all you see now. You don't see the fundamental basketball anymore today for many teams. And that's it. All right, Mary, I'm done.
All right. The year is 2035. The Hawks won the 2024 Emirates Cup. How many people will remember?
I'm sorry.
How many people in 2035 will remember that the Hawks lost to the Denver Nuggets before starting their cup run? None. But let's talk about the cup for a second. If Dominique Wilkins had an opportunity to win a cup and submit his name somewhere in history, do you think he would have not tried? If Joe Johnson would have had a shot to get his name cemented on a cup, do you think he would have not tried? See, what you guys are doing is you guys are devaluing the cup before we even know what the cup means. But the cup is a playoff. Now, let's talk about the playoffs for a second. Let me finish. If we were locked into the 6th seed and we had 6 more games to play, how many of you would be complaining about us sitting Jalen and us sitting Trey and us sitting whoever else we need to sit in order to get ready for the playoffs? Nobody, because that's something that's done in the NBA. Whenever you see a team that's locked into the playoffs, you know that the second squad is going to come on and start playing. And we're going to sit our starters and get them ready for the playoffs. That's what tonight was. We sat 2 people who were injured. They are injured so that they can wail, so that they will be ready for the cup.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Marion, I got it. But Mike, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, let Grill go after. Let Grill, please let Grill go.
Let Mike go. Let Mike go. Then you go play.
Let Grill go. Grill said he's gonna go after Marion.
Griff is after me, but let me finish.
I'm after Griff.
We set 2 players who were injured.
No, man.
So that they can be ready to play on Wednesday night for the cup. The severity of that injury, we don't know. It might be low, but they were injured, and we sat them so that they can be ready to play. Now, prescription is playing a team that's on the back-to-back. We should have tried to run them off the court, but we didn't. Why? Because we're getting ready for the cup, because the cup means more to our team than this loss to Denver.
Absolutely.
3 days rest, though, between games, Marion.
That's a soft fit. Let's go in order.
I'm sorry. I apologize. My bad.
Grill turn.
That's valid, right? So everybody's making very good points.
I have a hand up.
And
go after it, Mike.
Yeah, everybody's making very valid points. And I think that, the cup means something to me because we ain't won nothing. I just want to win. I want to win every game.
Thank you.
I think the more disappointing thing tonight, I mean, if you're injured, you hurt, you can't play, you can't go. That's what it is. The more disappointing thing to me tonight was that I feel like it wasn't coached like we wanted to win.
That's true.
Like it's a difference between some players not playing as hard as they want to play. And let's not forget, I know John made some very valid points, but let's not forget what Trey said. Trey said after our Eastern Conference run, it's hard to get up for these games now. He said that. And they rebuked him heavy after that next season because he wasn't playing hard. And he said it's hard to get up for these games that are regular season. That's why this whole in-season tournament thing started, because it started being weak in the regular season and the board and people weren't checking it out. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, in-season tournament, whatever. But I do want to win. I understand if you hurt. I don't like the coach putting it in as a scheduled loss and not, for example, running Buffkin back out there. Give them a shot. You don't if at a minimum let these young boys run the team like let the second unit play real basketball. Don't just phone it in. And I can't say that I've never played professional basketball, so I can't say how hard or easy they was trying. But the eye test looked bad tonight. And I feel like if he would have at least made it look like, hey, we're still trying to win with the players that we got, I would have felt a little bit better about it. Instead of just feeling like, okay, they resting the guys. I just think the next one is more important. Honestly, Hawks can't afford to rest nobody ever because we never win anything. We don't win nothing. Every single game matters, and we got to try hard every single night because we not on record being over 500 team to even give ourselves a fighting chance in the playoffs. What we expected to do is if we barely make it into the play-in, we might win that game, and then we're going to eliminate it first round. I want my young people playing real basketball, playing serious minutes, getting Kobe Buffkin. He going to be my backup point, and we lose him by 30. Put him in there in real time. Don't play him at the end. Why is Vic playing and not looking to score? It's too many people not looking to score. If he the backup, let him be the backup and run him out there and run him till he dog tired while these other boys are injured, so that when time comes, if his number get called, he ready. And that's what I didn't like about tonight is I didn't feel like we were signed up. The coaching was signed up to say, hey, look, even though these guys are hurt, I want y'all playing like y'all finna die tomorrow. Okay, I'll shut up.
Go ahead, Mike. Then because Mike ain't went at all yet, Matt.
Hey man,
Kool-Aid had his hand up too.
I know. I saw Kool-Aid. Then could be Kool-Aid before you, Matt, because I know Kool-Aid does hand up first.
Hey, Kobe sucks, man. I just
just when I liked you, Mike. Just when I liked you. Okay.
He need.
Hey,
the only way to get better is he need time, man.
He's
not gonna get better.
I'm just joking.
He trash, bro. He legit trash.
I don't want to call him trash, but I only be roasted Kobe because of Matt, man. It's just funny that Matt told us last year and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We drafted him. He's DJ replacement. We get DJ out of here. He's gonna be the starting shooting guard. He went from starting shooting guard to backup point guard to getting DNPs, you know what I'm saying? Coaches' decisions and stuff like that. It's just wild, bro. It's crazy work. But I mean, I ain't really have a whole lot to interject or whatever with Marion or whatever saying, you know what I'm saying? I just said, like, bro, I don't necessarily disagree with a lot of things that you guys are saying. I'm more with GM, with Grip about the fact that, like, you still go out and play. Like, I'm not really upset that they sit Bogey and JJ. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying, if it was like a real, like, oh, rest everybody, like Dre was on the injury report beforehand. You feel me? It wasn't like for sure that Dre was going to play. Dre played tonight. I think that he would have been somebody sitting down too if it was a complete, like, toss away game going into the fact. I think Quinn didn't try coaching wise, though, to be honest with you. Like, you know what I'm saying, being on the guys or holding them accountable throughout the game and stuff, he kind of just went with what it was, you know, or whatnot. And, you know, the Veet thing or whatever, the only thing I say, and I wanted to touch about it, like, I agree, he got to try and score from time to time, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm a big fan of Veet and what he does bring to the table. But I understand that, yeah, he do have to take some shots, but, you know, coach just got to tell him, take some shots. You got to be on him about that. Hey, look, take some shots. If he not going to do that or whatever, you do like I said all the time, or I always say, like, actually play him at point guard. Stop putting him off the ball. Because if he play point guard, he bring the hole down and he pass it, then it ain't that detrimental as if he's receiving the pass and then now he passed it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's the one who just making that first pass, and I believe that he's the type that the ball got to come back around to him. Like, whenever the ball gets,
man, you ain't got to defend Veet, man. Kobe Buffkin doing the exact same thing.
You know, I'm just talking. I mean, you know, because I don't know. I'm just talking, man. I don't know. I'm just talking because to me, I find it intriguing slightly because another dude up here that's next to me in amongst the Hollywood squares said he's not an NBA player and he swear that folks shouldn't be on the team. But like, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Like, obviously, your favorite coach like intrigued by the skill set that Veek kind of has, and he wants to kind of like work
he's
and get
misguided.
something out of it. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like, in my opinion, there's no denying what the foundation that's within Veek. It's just that he do have to be confident on offense and thing. Because even during the blowout times or whatever, he start taking some shots. And I see him like he'll take a shot, he'll miss them, but I can see like in how he's shooting it. Then after the bricks or whatever, the body language stuff, and it's like, come on, Veek, you can't be like that. Like, you gotta stay confident in your shot. Just shoot that hoe. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Then live with it. Be aggressive. And that's what I like about Kobe. But like I try and help Kobe out, Matt. Like, what have I always said, bro? Like, I really think that Kobe need to be on the floor with Veek. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be doing it backwards. I feel like Veek need to be the point guard, and Kobe is the off-ball guy, and let Kobe be the aggressor. Like, Kobe, he's best when he's like getting in and trying to go downhill and not trying to pass it to anybody. Just let Kobe go out there and try and score. But what helps, and I think that Quinn don't like him at point guard, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you kind of like seeing this little experiment where for no reason he ain't playing, because Quinn don't like him at point guard. And we all agree he's not a point guard. Matt, you say it all the time. I agree. But for some reason on this team, he's a backup point. I think they can help Kobe out if, like I said, they put Veek out there with him when it's like those times or whatever. So that, yeah, like I said, Veek want to be in that pass crap. He bring the ball down court, you swing it, and Kobe can attack and get to the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they should try and rock out. And I feel like Quinn can help Kobe succeed a little bit more in putting them in that position off the ball. But yeah, other than that though, man. Oh, the main thing I was gonna say, interject with Marion saying, is that like I feel like the cup importance to this team is a after, not an afterthought, but like an after the fact type thing. It's like, oh shoot, like we slick got a chance, so now let's make it important. Because if it was important from the jump, you going into it like you do with the playoffs, I agree with you. Like playoffs, they'll probably rest somebody you got locked up. That's what they usually do. Now, a lot of people don't agree with that in any sport, because you like kind of want to keep guys in the rhythm, in the flow, keep them, you know, like it's a debate about that all the time. But yes, it does happen. But like, bro, we didn't play Trey in the very first cup game against Boston. They sat Trey. Ain't no way you telling me going into the overall tournament cup, the whole field to begin with, the thought process is that as a team, we want to try and go win this. It was you know what I'm saying? What happened. And it just so happened that like, oh shoot, we wound up winning the game and we probably shouldn't have won. So, okay, now let's try, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I get now at the fact that, yeah, you got an actual chance, but I don't think that it was some high priority before the very first game, because if so, Trey would have played.
Zach said it was. So I'm just
hey, wasn't that the $100,000 fine game?
Yeah, it was. That's the one we got fined for.
Hold on. Kool-Aid next.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Your Honor, please.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kool-Aid.
Hey. Each one of y'all guys need to sit by the coach of the game. Okay. Like everything y'all saying, I coach that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you ever sit by me, if y'all look up, I take Michael, one of them, to the game, cause Zach done pretty good. They'll get a chance to see what I'm talking about. Same thing Griff was saying. I'm the same way. I don't want to lose. And so when I'm there, I make sure they hear me and make sure I get them to try to play to their potential with me screaming and hollering. But the thing is that what I hear y'all saying, that the cup shouldn't be important, and just because we looking at the cup, it make it sound like we saying they ain't looking at the finals. I said we're going to the finals. I said we're going to be the Eastern Conference Final, because we are building this team to beat the Celtics. The most important games to the Atlanta Hawks was beating Cleveland. Mm-hmm. That was one of the most important games. Last year, from the time we played the Celtics, we are 3-1 against the Celtics. Those are important games. You know why? Because those are the guys that we have to beat to get to the championship. The mind of the Trae Young has said that he won a championship. He
Kool-Aid,
wants
what's
to
the point
win.
though? What's your point? Make your point.
My point is that they want to win a championship. It ain't just about they just want to win a cup. That's my point.
All right.
Okay, and in the ebb and flow of the game, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna shut up. If anybody played basketball in time, it's gonna be days where you go out there and you play as hard as you can. You be like shooting, you be like, dang, you adjust your shot. Dang, you don't have it. And it just happens sometimes. Sometimes when you go and play a game like you played against the Lakers, you come in and you have those lows. It just happens. If you've been an athlete, if you played all your life, you don't have those games. Unless the management or somebody just built a slap out juggernaut from one player to the next player to the bench player. And then you got a bunch of mutants. How you think LeBron James win championship with a bunch of mutants? He always go John with mutants.
What's your point? I mean,
that's it. I mean, that's my point. That's my point is that the Hawks want to win a championship, and this year they is trying to win a championship. Just because we going after the cup don't mean we don't want to win a championship. Don't think like that.
We got you. Go ahead, Matt.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess. Okay. So let me start. I have so many thoughts. All right. I'm trying to split them up. All right. So the Kobe thing, and I think y'all are thinking too much about this game in particular. Like, it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, it was an off night. They rested guys. They clearly didn't play. I guess if you want to get on coaching, you could say like they didn't play to their identity tonight with the fast pace, the ball movement. Okay, that's a fair critique that they didn't play to their identity. I think the thought process about Kobe and Vic, I think that's thinking too much. And you know I love Quinn, but I think he's thinking too much about that. If you're coaching the players to be aggressive, you can't punish a guy for being aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Yes, did he take it into Brook Lopez consecutively to try to score on him? Yes. Was that the right decision? Maybe, maybe not. I got to go back and watch that play. But that was an aggressive move. You can't preach aggressiveness and then bench him because he was aggressive. I don't like that. But I don't know if Mike is still up here. But for y'all that watch college basketball, the 2K Cup, the Maui Invitational, all those things are important to the Kansas, Carolina,
the tournament,
best basketball program in the world, Carolina, the top Connecticut, the top teams in the country. Why? Because those tournaments get you accustomed to winning early and winning, aiming for something higher early on in the season. So you carry those winning habits habitually throughout the rest of the season. So as it relates to the Hawks, it's important because the cup can lay a foundation that you play for something meaningful, you execute, right, consistently, and you win, you build up winning habits. So later on in the season, it carries over, and then you get into the playoffs, you're used to executing. You're used to playing the right way, as Foot would say, the right way all the time. And so when you get into the playoffs tight situations, you know where the ball's supposed to go, win, the hierarchy, the roles of the guys on the team, and you're gelling. And so you're not waiting until you get in that moment and then you're trying to figure out where the ball goes, when, what play do we run in this situation, like how to attack a good team. We've already figured that out at the beginning of the season, or at least through December, through the cup. So like there's a myriad of benefits you can gain from this cup situation. And so I know Pharaoh talking about like, oh, it's meaningless. John, like, oh, it's just a banner or whatever. It's not significant. It is significant for our team, given the age of the guys that we're asking to contribute, given what we expect from them, at least hopefully the trajectory that they're going to be on in a couple of years. I say 3 years. We'll be in the finals in 3 years. A little bit delayed Kool-Aid, but I say 3 years. So, but you're gaining winning habits along the way. You're getting Zach experience early. You're getting Jay. Like everybody, like I know they want JJ to be like this superstar player or whatever, but he hasn't really been a meaningful like number two in a playoff type setting before. We don't know what he looks like in that type of situation. I would hate for him to get into the playoffs and then we figure out he struggles in a half court in the playoffs. I would much rather see that in the cup in a meaningful game and then we can kind of develop him and know where he needs to shore up his game at. So there's a lot of benefits to this that can help, that may not see dividends for months or maybe even years down the road.
Well,
Okay, who's going next?
Who had their hand up?
I go next if y'all want me.
Wait.
I got a rebuttal because I didn't say nothing about the Kobe and the Vic. Let me say this about Kobe. This is the thing about the team. And we're a very fragile team. That's why I used to be calling them trash and all that kind of stuff, because we are very fragile. We have a lot of people just right on the brink of just Kobe's shoulders and all his little body just been jacked up. He get banging and banging. They know how close he is to being out. So they got to get Vic ready. You see what I'm saying? Vic, I said Vic will be that bag up point guard if Kobe is not ready. Now they've been planning for Kobe to be there, but ever since they drafted him, this man been hurt the whole time. You got Hunter, fragile, this close to being gone again, like he was 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago, from the time he was here. Bogey, his knee, this close. JJ, ankle, this close. Now we got Trae Young, Achilles, this close. Step on the ankle, This team is so fragile, man. We got Clint Capella knees. You know how bad Clint Capella knees are? He is this close. When you see Clint Capella play bad, I guarantee you his knees is hurt, and you don't see him get 2 foot off the ground. That's it. And that's how I judge his game. Now I see how you gonna jump and how you gonna run. Guess what? Tonight, Clint Capella knees were hurt.
That's why he got benched.
You see what I'm saying? We are a very fragile team. Until we do like look, unless they manage this team through all this fragileness, they have to have that mindset. The coaches know what they got to deal with. Like I said, if they really, like what Damon said, and like I said, they really want to win a championship, sometimes you might have to buy one. But I sort of like what we're going through now with the younger guys, because you still got Ricochet, Zach, in the process. He's still young. He ain't showed no hurt yet. Dyson Daniels showing some really, really strong strength in his game. He's a very durable type player. And Trae Young, even though he had that little tweak with his ankle, Trae Young is one of the stars, all-stars, who have played practically 70 to 80 games a year.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at the others now, the ones that I'm talking about eventually trading, Bogey, Hunter, Clint, Kobe, all these little people who can't play, Seth Lundy can't get on the court, Moji can't get on the court. We got a whole bunch of these people. And until we get through all of that, that's when we're gonna start looking and seeing how the coach gonna make these changes. What he gonna do it in the draft? What he gonna replace Clint Capella through the draft with a strong young center? What he gonna replace Hunter with a real shooter that's strong? I ain't saying I like Hunter shooting, but he's fragile. He could be gone in next week. He could be gone for the rest of the year. Bogey the same way. He could be gone He could be gone in the next 2 games. He could come out of the Emirates Cup. Them 2 guys can go in the Emirates Cup, play hard and win, and come back out of the other end of the Emirates Cup injured.
No knees,
no ankles, no shoulders. They got the cup, but they could come out hurt. That's why I say I can't wait till the trade. I can't wait till we draft. Now I be drinking the Kool-Aid saying we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, right? But in truthfulness, I'm right within the 2 to 3 years. I say we gonna trade Bogey, we're gonna trade Hunter, we're gonna trade Clint Capella, we're gonna trade all this little trash. And if they don't do that, then it's gonna be a problem.
Oh, you calling them trash now?
Look, I called them trash before I called them trash, and I called them trash before then. Hey, I'm like this. They play some good basketball. They've been playing some good basketball. I see them making a run. It's just like DeMond said about the Coach Quinn. You go get a coach according to his resume. Coach Quinn is a regular season winner. He wins 40 to 60 games a year. That is his resume.
45.
45.
Quinn is
Okay,
Kirk
you want me to
Cousins,
give him a
man.
little plus 45 to 60 games. It is a chance. Do y'all not know that right now, if this team stays somewhat healthy, there's a possibility that we might get Coach Quinn 45 wins?
47.
Just might. You see what I'm saying?
If
Because
y'all beat my prediction, y'all beat my prediction yet? Have we won 12 games?
Your 12 games are gone. We got 13.
How many we don't want?
Your 12 gone. Your 12 gone.
Darn,
They got 13.
I just
John.
missed it.
They got 13, John, and they ain't gonna lose 70 games. They ain't gonna lose 70 or 69 games straight.
Well, no,
John.
I guess not now.
All right,
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
All right. Now, you know what? You know what? I got to say this. I got to say this. Gentlemen, I just thought about this. Don't y'all ever compare this cup to no playoffs.
Thank you.
Well, no, I
because
said
guess
college
what?
basketball.
Guess what? No, hold on. A very simple fact. If you're in the playoffs, do you have designated games where you skip your playoff opponent every other game? No. You play in a 7 to 7 game series, the same team every night. You don't skip other teams and designate games. Well, this is a cup game. So stop comparing this to the playoffs. It is not the playoffs.
You know the cup game is win or go home. You know that, right?
See, the thing, Kool-Aid, when you play in the playoffs, you play the New York Knicks 7 freaking times. 7 times. Okay? You don't play nobody else. All right? You go home if you lose them. But these games that you keep calling these cup games that you all designate this one, just like this one wasn't a cup game, but the one Wednesday is. No, this is not the playoffs. And learning how to win comes by playing every darn game you play in the regular season.
John, are we gonna make the playoffs?
The regular season is nothing more than an 82 game.
Question to
whoever's the best. It's an 82 game qualifier for the playoffs.
John, who think we gonna make
That's
the playoffs?
all the regular season is. Just like football.
This game don't matter. Okay. Yes, this game
But
does
John-
matter.
Yes, it does matter.
You talking about this game.
It's not. It is not a playoff. The cup is not a playoff.
But John, in the playoffs, John, every possession matters in the playoffs, right? Every possession matters in the playoffs.
Against the same team that you're playing every playoff game.
I got you, John, but I'm saying
we are not playing the same team every playoff game.
That's true, John.
This is not the playoffs.
I got that, John.
This is a construct that the NBA put out there.
John, I'm saying it can simulate certain situations for the
Matt, don't sit. Okay, Matt, to your point, you simulate those situations every time you go out there and play a basketball game.
But it's not the same. It's not the same significance in the regular season game as it would be in a cup game. Right?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
But Matt, I understand what you're saying, Matt, but it is not a playoff.
But John,
it does not have the same intensity, the same situation as a playoff game. Because you're skipping opponents and naming games cup games.
But John, I understand it. I'm saying for instance, in a regular season game, like the Lakers game, right? Regular season game, the ball bounces around. We're not playing as far as like every possession matters where there's a play, typically a play call or a set ran every play down the court like it would be at the end of the executed playoff game. But in the cup game, there would.
And why not?
So,
why wouldn't you?
Dyson Daniels or Okongwu might end up with the ball at the end of the game in a regular game, but in the playoff game or a cup game, that ball is either going to be in Jalen's hands or
the cup is the cup.
So Matt, no, I don't know that. And why wouldn't it end up in the best player's hands at that particular time of a game? Why wouldn't it?
It should.
Because the thing is, like I say, you keep that. This narrative of it being equal to the playoffs is dead.
It's fan soft and everything. That's why
that narrative is dead because they are not the same thing. The playoffs and the cup are not the same thing.
No, I'm not saying they're equal. I'm not saying they're equivalent. I'm saying it can help you get prepared for the playoffs in a way that a normal regular season game versus
in December.
How
in December?
Because I just told you.
Bro, no, man.
Because
not in December.
Because at the end of the game, because at the end of a regular game,
you're picking the game to go play. It's not a format. It's just you.
I'm saying a regular game versus Indiana in the middle of February has different significance than a cup game where it's a knockout game. So this possession is life or death. It's a difference. And how you execute, it's a difference.
It should be life or death every time you go on the floor, man.
Because
basketball.
It's supposed no. And see now, if the team has that mindset, that these possessions don't matter, that it's not important as this or that or whatever, you're supposed to be playing basketball to win every time you get on the floor. Each possession is supposed to be life or death. That's what separates Rudy Poop as a team from championship team.
I'm gonna jump off. Matt, you got this. I'm gonna jump off.
Yeah, I got it.
Let Larry speak, man. But I think it's two generations talking, man. The generation
it definitely is because see, I value every game played.
You show up to work. And the other generation is taking a lot of mental health days. I don't know if y'all know how that go now. It's two generations talking, and that's why we're not. Matt got valid points. I think I'm a little older than Matt. I don't look it, but I'm a little bit older, and I know the way you're speaking, John. That's how I was raised. It's like you don't take no plays off. This matters. All of it matters. But he's saying. It's something on the line, so they're playing up a little bit more because it feels like they have something that they could lose, and they're not looking at the big picture. And I'm like, well, where are the vets that? So remember when Lou Williams had to calm down Trae Young during the Eastern Conference run, and he's like, "Yo, I got you." There's nobody in the locker room that has a respectable voice who can actually hoop, saying, "Hey. Y'all got to turn up tonight, even if this don't matter. Y'all got to keep playing because all 82 games matter." Michael Jordan used to make those boys play through June, even when they was done with their season, because you got to get used to playing. That's the same reason Minnesota lost. They ran out of gas. And if nobody has that mentality to keep pushing them to be like, hey, we got to keep going. If the coach soft, and he's doing this Gen Z, Gen Y, I don't know what it is now, but he's doing that new style coaching. And no, you can sit here and you don't have to play, and you can rest. You feel a little tired today. It's cool. If he's doing that, then of course you're gonna run into some of what we're running into, and that's my problem with tonight, more so than the loss. I think it's good to lose because I understand the way this team is built. That streak would have weighed on them heavier than the actual cup game. And I want them to win the cup. Get it out the way and catch this L. All right, now y'all, reality smack you upside the head. Let's go back out here and do it again. I'm sorry, Larry. I know you've been waiting for a second. I apologize. I'm going to tap out, guys, but thanks so much for having me.
All right, Griff.
Thank you for being up here.
All right, man.
Come back up, Griff.
Please come back up. Larry?
You muted, Larry.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it is two generations talking and speaking to each other. And I saw people in the chat saying that's why I got back on. People in the chat saying, you know, if it's one thing I've learned from OGs, they hate change. And most young people say that because they ain't lived long enough to see everything we've seen. But what I will say is, I see points on both sides. My thing is, you don't need to coach like it is whatever we wrestling, because I feel like that permeated throughout the entire team. And that's the problem, Matt. It's not that you rested people. I understand analytics ball, you want to get people rest. It's going to be 3 days. So basically, they had a 4-day rest, almost a full work week that they're going to have rest to get ready for New York. I feel that that's excessive. I feel like they could have played, especially with Denver coming off a back-to-back. It looked like we came off a back-to-back and just got our backs blown out. Because our coach just said, well, whatever, we really ain't trying to. We played. This felt like almost to the point when Raheem said Kirk Cousins is not playing because he's a veteran. And look how many games it took him to get warm up. You know what I'm saying? Like his third game of the season. Basically, he just had 3 preseason games. You know what I'm saying? So, and then he had that little spurt, and now he's tail spinning right now. So you don't want to coach like, okay, this don't really matter. The cup matters, because I understand what John is saying. Our games in the regular season count towards trying to get seeding and not be a play-in team. So I don't like our coach devaluing the regular season for the NBA Cup. If it's a legit injury, I understand it. But if you just resting them just to rest them, I have a problem with that. And when you coach like you're just resting people, it will permeate throughout the locker room, intentionally, unintentionally. And that's what I felt like what happened today, man. I felt like we got out hustled. I felt like we weren't really focused, and I felt like the team felt like this was just a throwaway game. And you don't want that to happen in the regular season game, because we aren't good enough. You know what I'm saying? We have a problem with playing down to our competition. We aren't good enough to just say, roll out the ball, or we'll get them next time. And someone brought up, you know, the infamous words of Trae Young saying it's hard to get up for these games. I think the regular public are seeing that too. You know what I'm saying? The regular public don't even watch the NBA until after Christmas. This ain't even rumor no more. It's literally like that now. You know, and that's another reason why they made this Emirates Cup, to try to get the viewership up before Christmas, because they see and they losing the war with the NFL on Christmas now. They're about to lose control on what people watch on Christmas, and that's why they started this Emirates Cup. Believe me, this thing was made to boost up ratings. It wasn't really, and guys, to the point, John, and the foot before he left, I want you guys to understand, this is group play. For me, you know, coming from esports background, group play is kind of like soccer. You know what I'm saying? So it is a legitimate form of a competition. It's not like it's not a playoff scenario. That's not the playoffs. I don't want to devalue anything that's for the regular season, because you have players and teams that are good in the regular season but not good in the postseason. While it can help put them in more strenuous situations than just a regular season game, I will agree with that with Marion and Matt, but I don't agree with coming out and basically selling the game before we even started. I felt like that was the mood of the game. You know what I'm saying? You got Bogey right there sitting with Jokic out there practicing the shot with him before the game. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Trae Young and Michael Porter Jr. This really almost felt like a preseason game, guys. Really and truthfully. The only person that didn't get the memo was Jokic. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it really felt like a preseason game for the Hawks. So we took it on the chin. We're resting up. All I'm gonna say is this: if we don't come out and play the best we have against the Knicks, and we get our backs blown out, then all of that rest was for naught.
I mean, that's true.
Not winning. If we don't win, okay, we win in New York. They're one of the better teams in the East. I understand, even though we only 4 games behind them.
Yeah, well,
mind you. But if we do not beat them, and we rested this team, and we come out lackadaisical, that's 100% on Quinn. Because while we were winning,
How many games we gonna have?
I feel like our focus, damn that, or I'd rather lose now than the cup. No, I want us to go in as sharp and as focused as we can. Because guess what? All you got to win. It's only 3 more rounds after that, man. It's college basketball after this. That's basically
but Larry, would you have rather win this game against Denver in the middle of early December? No one, cares about, no one knows about, and then come out flat against the Knicks, or go, treat this game as out of conference game, whatever. Go into New York, beat New York on national TV, I might add. Now you get to
it's
Vegas.
Not a given.
Now you're propelled in Vegas, right? Because
Okay,
you just ran through probably the hardest gauntlet of games to get to Vegas. Now you win in Vegas. Now you're etched in history as something. 2024 Emirates Cup champion. You get a banner, John. You get a T-shirt, John. I think you might even get a net. I don't think you get a ring, but you get some type of something from the league.
You get paid
Or something from the
you get
league.
paid.
Yeah, you get money.
You get a trophy. You get money.
Yeah, you get a trophy, John.
Trophy and some
You get a
money.
banner, John.
I value going into any scenario high.
And you're etched in stone in history as something, right? I would take
that
It's not again. All right, so let me rebuttal that, man.
Out of conference opponent.
I'm next.
Let me rebuttal that, man. I see what you're saying about would you rather have this than that. Of course, I want to win the Emirates Cup because the Hawks ain't never won anything. But what I'm telling you is I value a team going into any playoff or whatever you want to call this scenario. I value them going in as high as you can. As a guy who loves all sports, I stream all sports and stuff like that. The biggest pet peeve I have with the Braves is that they're always resting people at the end of the season. And that crap don't ever work. We literally 2 years ago, we cooled down the hottest offense in Major League Baseball history, sitting 2 players at a time, letting them play about 3 or 4 innings. No, 4 to 5 innings so they can qualify for playing and so they won't get fined. And then rotating 2 major players, and they literally cooled down the entire team, and that's what Snicker did. Oh, would you rather go in the playoffs fully healthy? No, I don't want to be cold. I literally had the best home run hitting team in Major League Baseball history. And like an idiot, for 3 straight weeks, 3.5 weeks, I started doing this systematic, rotation that literally cooled us all off. And they haven't found that again. It was just like the Hawks looking at 2021 and trying to grasp at that at what they had. Same like the Atlanta Falcons, keeping the same playbook but different coordinators, forcing them, trying to grasp at that same thing. I value going to whatever scenario you're going to do, go in at your peak. Don't take days off, because I feel like coaching like that can literally kill momentum. You know what I'm saying?
So
that's what I believe.
Hold on, Matt. It's my turn. Let me go.
Yeah.
Here's what I got to say about that. First off, I got a few points. First off, the value of the cup, there is value to it because you can see how all of the teams in the NBA were playing during the cup tournament. They were all playing for differential. That means that when the games came down to the end, they wasn't emptying they wasn't clearing their bench when they had a win in hand, they were playing to the last minute with their starters because they wanted to get the point differential. So obviously, this cup has value. It has meaning to the players. If nobody else, it has meaning to the players and the teams. The second thing, though, is that we can't sit here and say that JJ and Bogey wasn't injured. I mean, it sounds good because we say JJ played against the Lakers and Bogey played against the Lakers. But let me ask you this question. A few years ago, back 2021, would you have played Hunter if you knew that bringing him back too soon was going to cause the injuries that he got now?
Nope.
How many?
Totally different situation, Marion.
Well,
Marion, totally.
They did with what's his name?
Marion,
we
that
brought him back
is totally
too soon.
unfair. That is leading the witness
I just
again.
heard you say, I want my players to play every day.
No, I want them to play at their best, and I want my coach to coach like he's playing at the best. DeAndre Hunter had a season-ending injury that he came back and took the wrong advice from Emory Healthcare to come back early. That's totally different than somebody being physically able to play. Our coach punting the game because he's getting ready for the Emirates Cup. That's totally different. Don't lead the witness like that.
Well, hold on. That's two different things, though. One is on the coach, the other is on the player. We don't know the physical state of JJ and Bogey at this moment. We just assume that because the coach didn't coach like we was trying to win the game, that he set the players. That's an assumption that we made. But
that's
we knew that they were injured. We knew that they were injured beforehand. Now, as far as the coach, I agree with you. Coach didn't play this. He didn't coach the game like he was trying to win, because if he did, we would have been running up and down the court all game long. We would have been trying to get them tied because they was coming off a back-to-back. That's what we do against a team coming off the back-to-back. So he didn't coach it that way. What he did do, however, is he played the bench. Now we jump on Quinn all the time because he got that 9-man rotation and he doesn't expand it. Well, at least this time we have an opportunity to get some players in that usually don't play so that they can get some playing experience playing. And that's the key. I mean,
more like a preseason game, right?
Instead of just playing them at garbage time, they got an opportunity to play in the game. Yeah, it's like preseason, but I mean, when you sit two players who normally play in your 9-man rotation, you're gonna have to play somebody.
That's true. No. I agree with that.
We're gonna play somebody except for Kobe Bucket. Bucket ain't gonna play.
Because
he trash.
Hey.
But
that's not true.
But I don't know why Vic playing in front of him, but it feel like he trash. It feels like
it's a disaster. That's why.
Okay. But Marion, it was the same way with John Collins.
Okay.
Right? You know, same scenario that you presented with Hunter. It was the same thing with Collins. Now he came back too early.
Okay.
He came back too early. Now they had he had plantar fasciitis and his hand. That finger.
Yeah.
That finger was pointing west.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, man. I respect John Collins because he literally gave up his career almost. Trying to play for the Hawks. So that I will always be indebted to him for doing that.
Well, let me say something on that. Did y'all know that Nate made those guys play hurt? Nate made those guys play hurt.
Yeah, the same is true for Clint. Clint came back after he hurt himself in the Cleveland game. He came back, tried to play the Miami game. He wasn't fit.
Something else too. Was there an injury report put out about either JJ or Bogey for this game?
I mean, they're always on the injury.
They have to put it out before them to put it out. They have to put out an injury report.
So
JJ was questionable. He was a last-minute start against the Lakers. So yeah, JJ and Bogey were last-minute starts. They were scheduled not to play because I had a lot of people in the chat talking about why is JJ's out, and he, during the game, he said he could play, but he was supposed to be like questionable.
And we played the Lakers Friday night,
Yes, sir.
Saturday, Sunday. Now, did something see? Those are the questions that come up with me. Did something get worse? You know,
I'm not sure.
to make it where they weren't able to play tonight. Because see, I would think that 2 days rest or a day's rest between these two games, you know.
I mean, I think it was precautionary.
Yeah, I think it was a
Yeah,
precautionary, just like Marion pointed out.
No.
You know, like I agree with Marion, like to a point, but we all saw how Coach Quinn coached. That's why it got me like that. You know what I'm saying? If he would have coached like we were trying to attack them and knowing that they came off a back-to-back when they lost in Washington, had to come in here, and we didn't try to run them out. Even if you're playing a lot of players, like I said, we were slowing the ball down. Like I don't know, man. It just seemed like this game was a preseason game.
Can I say something about the
Go ahead,
Denver
Coach.
Nugget team? In the last 4 to 5 years, we only beat them 4 times. 5 years against them since Yogic's been there 4 times.
I know.
So it's just like what I'm saying is that you can send Frazier's son into the ring with Tyson over and over again. His chances of beating Tyson is going to be very slim.
Unless they Jay Paul.
You know, now I ain't talking about old age. I'm talking about young age. Man, I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about that.
Holyfield whooped them. I ain't worried about
I ain't
Tyson.
talking about it. I'm talking about when it was
Give me
real boxing.
Holyfield.
That stuff was that WWF crap right there.
Give me Holyfield over Tyson. I said it.
I ain't saying 2 people like that. I'm just saying Frazier. That's why I picked Frazier going in the ring with Tyson, not Holyfield. So what I'm saying is that when you're a team and you know that team has your number, you gonna go. I mean, if you don't play ball before, you be like, oh, here we go. We finna play these jokers again. You go in with the right frame of mind, but then you got to see how these guys. You can't tell me every time an athlete, or if you was an athlete, or you played, that when you went out to play, you didn't go out to win. And you cannot tell me that Matthews went out there and decide to go 0 for 4 from the 3-point line.
No,
On purpose.
nobody's saying that, Kool-Aid.
But y'all understand what I'm saying is that sometimes games goes like this. It don't mean that these guys didn't go out there trying to play and win a coach, and then you started
felt
this
like
game
the coach
off.
set the precedent.
Then
and
the
it
coach
permeated throughout the team. That's
the
all.
coach set the president. The president was set.
Yeah,
Guess what?
exactly.
Okay, exactly. Listen what I'm telling you. The president was set. The plan was made. Trae Young was not going to shoot a lot in this game. Trae Young was going to assist. Yeah. He assists 4 times to Matthews, who took bogey spot. Guess what he did? He went 0 for 4.
Yes, correct.
That changes the game. Guess what? You know why Trae Young why you didn't run the game and then run it up the floor? Because you didn't have another player that took the ball and ran like Jalen Johnson would have, and bring it up the floor on fast breaks and create those fast breaks.
Murs, you got to mute. You got to echo, brother.
The echo going on right now?
Yeah, you got to echo. As soon as you came in.
Let me try something. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second.
So what I'm saying is that I'm not gonna be the person that's gonna say every time my team step on the floor or the coach take his team to the floor that they're not going up there to try to win. I'm not gonna say that my team starts the season off not trying to get to a championship. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say Trae Young comes into a game not to try to get to the playoffs and get to a championship. Every single team that starts in the league has that mindset. But there's only certain teams that have the right formula to get there. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think my Hawks has that mindset right now to go into this year to not make the playoffs, not to make the Eastern Conference Finals, and not get to the finals. Whether they do it or not. But I'm telling you, it's the same thing with the Falcons. They did not start this year thinking that they was going to have a bad year. They came into this year thinking and feeling that they want to win. Them guys did what they could do. But then it comes down to this and that and this and that, and even so bad calls, good call, referee, this and that. But y'all got to understand, the Hawks have showed some tendencies of winning. We sit there and see
Kool-Aid, we
when
understand that,
when
Kool-Aid.
Dyson and when you said in Dixon, when we sit there and pick those teams, who will they win when they go through this juggernaut? When the first gauntlet that they went through, we said, oh, who they gonna beat? Oh, we came out on top. Oh, we thought DeMar was gonna win the bet. They won the 3 out of 6. Now we had another gauntlet to go through. We had to go play through 3 different superstars. Okay, we in our last big time superstar was Jokic, which is the better of all the superstars that we went through. Guess what?
True.
We did very well. We won all the games, but we did not beat Jokic. It's no big deal, fellas.
Do y'all understand the
everybody.
analogy
But
that
y'all
I
acting like,
put out there?
but what I'm trying to say, and you cannot tell me that guy came out and Trae Young came out and shot and went 1 for 7 on purpose. You cannot tell me
No one said that.
that Hornet came out to go
You're not
4
even
for
understanding
3
what
or
I'm saying.
6 for 17 on purpose. No,
All right.
they did. And you know why? Like I said, if they shoot those shots and it goes in the basket, which they shoot on purpose to make, when you shoot a shot, you're not shooting that shot to miss.
Do anybody in here watch baseball?
I
Kool-Aid,
watch
you've been on my
baseball.
stream.
Yeah.
You've been on my stream too many times.
I watch
You
baseball.
know when you have a bullpen game and how Snick come out, it is what it is. If we win, we win. If we don't, whatever. It's a bullpen game. That's what happened today, guys. Okay? That's exactly what happened today.
Well, I go with you
This
on
was
that.
a
Exactly. It
bullpen
was a
game.
bullpen game. That's exactly where you.
That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
with you on that.
I ain't
You're
saying
exactly
nobody
right.
threw the game. I'm just saying when your coach or in baseball, your manager come out and he's sending out I don't even want to say it. Bryce Elder. You sending Bryce Elder out there, you know what I'm saying, with the mindset of we want you to come out there and eat up innings. That's what happened, guys. We throwing in all these guys since we got 2 of our guys out, which probably legitimately needed rest. So I don't want to discount that. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to steal away minutes and games as you can, so you're playing other guys who normally don't play. I understand that. But this felt like a bullpen game. This felt like a Snick game. Okay? And you don't have 162 games to play around with like you got baseball. You got half of that total. And that's just how I feel. And if we wouldn't have been coached that way, I wouldn't be feeling like this. So somebody tell me, somebody explain it to me. How can we coach like that when it absolutely felt like this was a bullpen game? And we were saving our guys. So when we play against New York, if I said anything phallus or a lie, tell me. Other than that, man, I'm about to go watch Doom.
I don't think it was as simple as like we coaching just to develop and we don't care about this game, because Quinn was telling them, hey, move the ball, make sure he was telling them to push the ball, go. They just weren't. So
why didn't he play Kobe then? I don't know. I joke around with Kobe and stuff like that. But seriously,
they saving Kobe to be the backup point guard going into the Emory Cup. I told you the
just
man
made my point. Bullpen game.
Up.
Thank you. I'm going to. I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go watch Doom. Thank you for making my point. The defense rest. All right, man. Y'all ain't watching Doom. I don't know what y'all tell y'all. Great content. Appreciate y'all having me on. Damon, Matt, Mike, Foot, everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, please. It's the lifeblood of all of these streams. I'm up out of here, guys. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
I'll have to end it. So 2:25. I got 3 more minutes. If anybody want to go around.
Man, have y'all seen this new? Have y'all seen this new Hyundai Palisade? This thing looks just like a Range Rover.
Really?
Hyundai ain't playing, man. Hyundai is not playing. But I know that's completely off the subject. I just happened to pop that up and look
Is
at
it not?
it.
How much is it, John? 60?
I don't think they've listed any prices yet, but man, look it up. Look it up and see what that thing look like. Good grief, man.
Well, my part of the shot is this: we got to shoot better. We're not a good shooting team. I think that we need to fix our offense so that we realize that we're not a great shooting team, and just find ways to score when we don't shoot well. The Sports and Society says it's got a $55,000 base price.
Oh, 55. That's not that bad.
Shoot.
No, that's in range of what it is now. That's about $2,000 or $3,000 more than what it is now. But did you see the picture of it, Marion?
No, I haven't seen it.
Look at the picture.
Yeah. Let me see.
I got it up on TikTok, but go ahead, man. Range Rover ought to sue them.
I drove one back from Cincinnati to Atlanta like last year.
It got $20 to it.
It was pretty good. You know, I don't like big cars, so it's set up pretty high, but it was a nice car.
Oh, see, that's what you need when you ride. When you going cross country, whatever. Yeah, you need to sit up high, man. You don't sit up high. That command seating. You're in charge. You're the king. Like I am in my pickup truck when I go cross country. Hey, man, look here, I'm bouncing on top of everybody. Hey, Kool-Aid. Well, you get you one of them big SUVs. All that money you making them teeth.
Man, hey, I help out poor people, man. You don't make money helping poor people, bro.
Unfortunately, that's true.
Yeah. I want to help poor people. Poor people come to me to get their teeth. If I didn't help poor people, they wouldn't have teeth, bro. So my price. I had to cut my price.
Tell them to start brushing them.
They can brush. Hey, there's a lot of.
You ain't tell them to start brushing them while they got them. And see, I can't say one word. They got 4 of them from me about 3 weeks ago. Oh man, I had beat them down. I had beat them down into the gum. Kool-Aid, I might have to holler at you, man, because you might need to make me some on the low.
Yeah,
you might have to make me some. What they say? You might have to make me some grinding women on the low. That's what the Bible calls them.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, go win. Make sure you beat the Knicks. I think Trae Young will play his absolute best game of the season. You know he hates New York, so I feel good about that game. I think JJ will be well rested. Bogey will be well rested. I think we'll get back to sharing the ball and pushing the ball in transition and the 35 assists that we aim for a night. So last game, Lakers game, I think we had 40 assists, right? So just getting back to moving the ball, pushing the ball around. Defensively, I mean, it's not much you could do with Joker. That's what I said. Like, I don't take much from this game because it's like he's one of one, you know?
Hey, man. And you know how you get assists, right? Ball going in the basket.
Yeah, hit the shot now.
Okay. Assists don't happen if the ball don't go in the basket. Richard Shea 3 for 11, man. That's not.
Yeah, he was rough. He was rough.
You gotta do
better. What I'm saying? You had Matthew himself, Larry Nance. Let's see what Larry Nance had. Larry Nance, man.
I thought the stats. I thought the stats said he played better than what he did to me, but
he was sitting now. Larry Nance was okay, but he was 0 for 5 from the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why I thought he played so badly.
That way he played badly at, and they left him out there to shoot it. See, those things makes a big difference, man. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Those things makes a big difference. So when your shooters can't shoot, and then Trae Young, I've been struggling for shooting for a while. And then he only shoots like Trae Young tonight. He only shot 13 times. And actually, with what he shot at 6 for 13. He had 15 points and 10 assists. He shot. That's efficient for him. He shot what Trae Young comes in the game, what we want him to do. 6 for 15. So his assists could have went up if a couple of guys would have hit their shots. And you'll be surprised when those guys make their shots, what changed their game.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you had Dyson Daniel, who is not even an offensive player.
Did good.
He did good. He was 7 for 15. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he played well. He missed a
Now,
lot of
he had,
layups
now he missed some 3-point shots too.
and layups.
That were crucial too. You can't, some of those going 0 for 3 and 0 for 2 and 0 for 3, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line, those things are crucial too. But he got his points doing what I told him to do, put it on the floor and go to the basket. And he got his points by doing that. You know, Hunter started off really, really slow. He was the one who shot more than anybody. He went 7 for 20. But look how long it took him before he got to that 7 for 20. He didn't get the rest of those shots in until the fourth quarter.
Oh dang, that's what I forgot. With Pharaoh,
You know?
I'm gonna have to get Pharaoh up here.
So guys, I don't think we're gonna and this is a saying of most I hear what most all-stars says, MVP says. This is, and Trayon says itself, this is a shooter's league.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be nights when shooters come out there and they hit their shots, and it's gonna be nights when shooters come out there and miss their shots. And that's where we at. I hope we get ready for this Emirates Cup. And like I say, just because we gonna go in here trying to win the Emirates Cup, and this is to John and to everybody else, don't mean we are not going to make the playoff, John. It don't mean
I didn't say that.
It don't mean that we're not going to make effort this year to get to the Eastern Conference Final, because we are in the mix of that. Did you know we're just one game? We're one game. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this a whole year. You got to understand that Orlando has lost 2 of their big time players. Okay, they're gonna be out for most of the season. There's a chance that they're gonna slip. We are just one game or one win away behind the Knicks from being in the 4th spot. They got 14 wins, we got 13 wins. Okay? We go in there and beat them. Guess what? We gonna be in front of them. We go in there and win the Emirates Cup. When we come out the Emirates Cup, guess what? Those next 3-4 games, okay, they gonna count in going toward. Those games do count.
Every cup game counts.
Going toward the playoff. It ain't like they don't count.
Now let me say this.
Now let me say this.
Let me say this.
Let me let you say this, John. You know what the worst thing about this year could happen to us is that we meet Denver in the championship. Because they got our number. We ain't
the only team.
Listen to me. They got our number for some odd reason. They got our number. Okay? We ain't beaten them 4 times in the last 5 years. They got our number. So that could be the worst thing that happened to us.
No, hey, Denver not the only team that we don't need to meet in the playoff. Now, they ain't the only one. They're not the only one. But let me say this. Let me say this. In war, I'm going to use a war example.
Oh, Lord.
The most difficult thing about conquering a nation is not the actual battle to win the war. It's the holding of the territory that you just got. Okay. Unless you kill every man, woman, and beast that was there prior to you coming. Okay, you kill everybody there, it's easy. You can, you got the territory, you got the land. But if you let anybody stay alive, there's always the possibility of a coup happening. See, that's what I'm looking at as far as getting these playoff spots or talking about these playoff spots at this juncture of the season. Because see, yeah, we can get to whatever seed we can get to. But holding it, but being able to hold it and keep it and stay there, that's the battle, because you got games you got to win. We haven't even made it to the halfway part of the season yet. And see, now you guys, I'm looking, you guys, listen to you guys talk about where we are in playoff seeding and things of that sort. I don't look at it, because the thing is that it is too freaking early to be worrying about that versus just concentrating on the games that you need to win, which is every last one of them. Especially a team like us, we need to win every game we can get. If it's an easy game, we need to win it. If it's a hard game and we conquer some people, we need to get those too. And I would say out of these last 10 games, the 2 Cleveland games, the Lakers game, the Boston, who else? I think we played about 3 to 5 really rough teams in the past 10 games. Okay. Those games, you get them, see a clown, knock him down, go on to the next clown.
John, in history of basketball, you pick a team that went on in basketball. There's a team that went undefeated. There's only one team in football that went undefeated. There's no team in 100 of the games of baseball went undefeated. And you tell me what World Series champion went undefeated to win the World Series?
Now you know good and well in 162 doggone games in baseball.
No, tell me what basketball team went undefeated that won a basketball championship? Just tell me one.
No one. Well, wait a minute. I have to look in the whole 75 years of the league to let you know about that one, Kool-Aid. But I do know some 72. Okay, now who holds the record?
Undefeated, the Globetrotters, because they played the Generals all the time.
Now who holds the record? Who holds the record right now? Is it Golden State or Chicago? Chicago did do 72, right?
I think Golden State
is 73.
Yeah, Golden State is 73.
Golden State,
so that means
Golden State came close to winning. I think they only lost.
So that means them jokers didn't lose. Boy, good grief, man.
They only lost 9 all year, and 5 of the 9 came after All-Star break.
9 games.
So
9 games. So see, my thing is, hey, Kool-Aid, I hear you, but we as beggars can't be choosy. We can't be choosy.
Started that year off like 25.
Exactly, John. Exactly.
We can't be choosy. We got to scrap and get everyone we can. And the way that we like I said, I was looking at last year's Denver game. We only lost that game by 2 to 3 points. But that was a completely different team. And to what a lot of people are saying, last year's team is inferior to this year's team. I disagree, but we didn't lose but by about 2 or 3 points in the last game we played them. Okay. It wasn't a 30-something point shellacking. And those types of games, that gets on my nerves.
If you was a Denver,
gets on my freaking nerves. We not supposed to lose to nobody like that.
If you was a Denver Nugget fan, how would you feel after you lost the last 2 games before you got to Atlanta? And you got beat by the Washington Wizards. I think they beat you pretty good. And then the game before that.
As a Nuggets fan, I'd be kind of what's going on, like I'm doing right now.
They won a championship. They only won 1 championship now. So how would you feel?
I would be kind of concerned because I got the reigning MVP on my team.
Okay. So then but you are a what fan?
So I'm a Hawks fan.
Okay, you're a Hawks fan. So what have the Hawks? So what have the Hawks done to make you think we supposed to be like Denver?
I never asserted that the Hawks should be like Denver as far as championship timber, championship reputation, championship built, or anything of that nature. I would never assert that. I want my team to be, but they're not there yet. So I have to take whatever result I get on the road to going and being there. That's why I said beggars can't be choosy. hey, if everybody on the starting lineup for Denver get hurt and we get a win, somebody come trying to tell me, well, Joker was out, Womacal was out, I don't care. I got a W. I got a W.
And see, just like you said, beggars cannot be choosy. And therefore, whatever we get, so if we get a win, we get a win. We get the Emerald Cup, we get the Emerald Cup. I'm going to be happy for it because a beggar cannot be choosy. A beggar got to be happy for whatever he get. He going to start, oh, I ain't ate for 4 days, but I don't want that hot dog.
But thing is, Kool-Aid,
you ain't got no chili on it.
Kool-Aid, you gonna get the hot dog. You gonna get the hot dog anyway because you playing the game. The Emirates Cup is a steak. I don't necessarily need that steak right now. I just need a hot dog just to get me by to where I can get that steak later on.
And that's what I say. That's why we can't. That's why we're not being choices. That's why I'd be happy to take whatever the Atlanta Hawks bring me, man. That's why I was happy about Trae Young getting us to the Eastern Conference Final, because it ain't never happened in the day of my life to get one step away from going to the finals. That's why I'm a Trae Young fan.
Now we did that once before.
And let me tell you something. And that's why I like Harford. And that's why I like Teague. That's why I like Budenholzer. That's why I like the 2 ownerships, because I am a beggar and I ain't gonna be charged about that what they brought. Them 2 ownership brought me to the Eastern Conference Finals. Both
no. See, those 2 ownership groups.
You know what?
Look, Kool-Aid. Those 2 ownership groups didn't do nothing but sit back and ride the doggone wave, because them jokers were fighting and fussing.
I'm talking about what happened.
They get undeserved credit.
That's okay.
Undeserved credit.
That's okay. That's okay. They was the owners.
No. That don't sit well with me, because see, we could have done much better.
Let me tell you something else, John. As a Hawks fan, I am so happy we ain't down there in the 12th spot and with no 2-16 wins right now.
But hey, all they got to do.
I am thankful for that. I am thankful that we're in the 6th spot right now, 1 game out of the 4th spot. I am thankful for that.
Kool-Aid, you on an elevator right now.
Thankful for that with the Atlanta Hawks. Y'all guys is so bandwagon. This is a crying shame, because y'all they got to do this. They got to do this. They got to be perfect. They got to be the. No, I am thankful that the Hawks right now, the year you picked for them to win number 12 games, the year you just picked this year for them to win only 12 games, John.
That's right.
I am so thankful that they already broke your record. Your mindset. They just
if you can break my low expectations, congratulations. But remember, Kool-Aid, you are on an elevator. All they got to do is press the garage button, and you done.
John, say congratulations.
All they got to do is hit the garage button, and it's over with. Hey, wait a minute, Matt. Wake up, Matt. Wait a minute. Wake Matt up. Man, bye. Y'all gonna Matt falling asleep. I see y'all later, man.
John, say congratulations, Atlanta Hawks. You just passed my 12. Congratulations.
Hey, congratulations, Atlanta Hawks. You just passed my 12-game prediction.
Thank you.
What you gonna do? And gentlemen, thanks for the night. Matt, you go ahead and get you some sleep, Kool-Aid. I don't know how long you gonna be up. But I need a 2 right there. That one don't sound right. I just need 1. I just need 1.
All right, y'all.
All right, man.
Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk, translating on a peak in the pond. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from the arena, we blow out the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. Vic got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got got really good handles. Why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels. I told him don't leave bogey open wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fed break, scaring them. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, Trey and Jalen on the peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a car. Lockdown D, get it still on the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey and Jalen on the peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey and Jalen on the peak in the park. Yeah. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey and Jalen on the pick in the park. Yeah, swooping in just like a hawk. Trey and Jalen on the peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a cop. Lockdown D, get it still in the block. V got that vision, he passing the rock. Trey put from 30 with 12 on the clock. I hope your best player got really good handles. Why? Cause he might get swiped by Daniels. I told him don't leave bogey open wide. Cause he jump away like an ocean, yeah. Jailing on the fed break, scaring them. But you can't leave open garrison. Just like a hawk, Trey and Jalen on the peak in the park. And one baby that's far from a flop. Stay from arena, we blow up the top. DeAndre 12, he just like a car. Lockdown D, get it still on the block. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey and Jalen on the peak in the park. Swooping in just like a hawk, Trey and Jalen on the peak in the park.